This broadcast, presented by Squirtle and its partner schools, is not to be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The content and descriptions on the platform may not be disseminated without the written consent of Squirtle and its partner schools. The thoughts and opinions shared on Squirtle's platform are those of the individual and do not necessarily reflect the views of the organization or its partners. Squirtle does not tolerate or condone hateful, bigoted, or divisive content. We want to thank our schools, advertisers, and individuals that have joined with us in our mission to build community around the local school.
Email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC. Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that modern women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this because you have us.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody, and I want to help you or a loved one navigate your way through understanding Medicare. It's hard getting questions answered when you don't know who to call or trust. I am local and appointed with all the insurance carriers in Oklahoma. You can trust me to help you apply for Medicare, make the right decisions based on your current financial and healthcare needs, and feel confident about your future. Act quickly. Annual enrollment period is October 15th to December 7th. Call Stephanie Woody, that's me, at 405-830-4966 to set up an appointment.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while riding business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require an online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray.
This is Grain and Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
All right, welcome to Cashion Wildcats TV production of Spring Baseball 2022, live from Lance Beitler Field on a beautiful spring day here in Cashion, Oklahoma, where we have the number 6 Cashion Wildcats in Class 2A taking on the 4-11 Class A Wellston Tigers. Welcome again to our springtime production here this afternoon. Joining me in the booth is my man Mike Shaline and Dirk Phippen. I'm Neiman Abavi, and again, we appreciate you guys joining us here. Wildcats coming off of a nice week last week, kind of rebounding with a big 11-10 come from behind 7th inning win against Okarche, ranked 31st in Class A. The Wildcats led by sophomore Hunter Gibson solo home run there in the bottom of the 7th that spurred on bases loaded Joey Wilson fielder's choice. It ended up being a walk-off run. The Wildcats snatched victory from the claws of defeat. Go on to get a forfeit win 10-0 over Geary on Friday night as we prepared for Easter weekend. But guys,
hey, we never had a doubt when we were sitting here.
What's that?
We never had a doubt. We sat here, we knew it was going to happen, right?
I'm not running down from the press box giving my kid pointers because I have any doubt.
Well, I know there was some Okarche parents that ended up leaving, and they probably said, okay, we made the right move, because who would want to stick around to watch the Wildcats come back and win? But again, we appreciate you guys joining us. We had well over 700, 800 folks watching that night on a Thursday night, and appreciate you guys joining us tonight here, or today, from, again, Lance Beitler Field. Wildcats are down the home stretch, getting ready here. We've got a full week, 4 games, but before we get to those, we have the Wellston Tigers. Dirk, I'll bring you in. What's the inside story on the Wellston Tigers led by Coach Dylan Endicott?
I don't know much about Wellston, but I do know this year. But traditionally, they play good baseball. They have over the years, and four wins this year? Yep. Yeah, so they're obviously struggling this year. Maybe they're young, I don't know. But traditionally over the years, they're well coached and play good baseball, and they put a lot of kids in college. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're competitive. Their record doesn't show that, but we'll see. And as we sit here, we're kind of waiting for the rankings to come out to see if another reason that game was so huge the other night, coming back and as you said, snatching victory out of the claws of defeat. That was a huge win, but kind of waiting for the rankings here to come out. So we're sitting at 6. That kind of anticipating them, but that could possibly change. Yep. There's been some other losses as well. Yep. So we'll kind of see where we're at, and it's the final ranking of the year. So it's a big one.
district pairings that got put out there on OSSAA. If you
So what does it say? What does it say there, Mike?
So from what I gathered, and I have already bounced this off of last week's ranking, 0 things changed.
Yeah.
But this was announced on yesterday, or maybe Saturday.
That came out Friday.
Or maybe it was Friday. And but no, it had 0. Everybody's all ranked the same. We're still 6th.
So that's probably what's going to happen, right? I mean, that's probably why we're not seeing a ranking.
I'll be surprised. I think they'll make some changes to it, and it'll be the final one. We can talk about the district pairing with Merritt.
Merritt.
Now,
so they'll come in here for 2 out of 3.
And I believe regionals is based on the ranking, so one will play.
So I bounced this. I'm a nerd, so I went through here and said, "Hey, where would your 4 teams?"
You're not the only nerd on the A team here.
You're not a nerd because we all do that, so that's good. So, Mike, what are your thoughts here as we think about this?
Well, so I think you're looking at obviously Cashion being the number 1. Calera would be the number 2.
Yeah.
And who was it in here? Wilburton would be the 4.
Did I see Mounds?
Is it Panama?
Panama
would be, assuming that they don't go some sort of geographically region thing. If they went straight base seeding, that would be your 4th.
Yeah. Traditionally, Calera and Panama play good baseball too, so we'll see.
The idea is we're going to host districts, and if we finish in the top 8, we will host regionals.
Assuming we get out of a district, which
and I like our chances.
I love our chances.
Yep.
So
if I had $100, I know which side I'd put it on.
I would too.
Well, we'll definitely keep you guys covered on CashionWildcats.tv social media. We'll make sure and Dirk asked some questions. Yeah, Cashion. Thankfully, we've got fantastic administration. They'll write the check. So if we're willing to go broadcast and be here, obviously, through the DUR here through at Lance Beitler Field, we'll have a cozy comfort or cozy press box here to hang out with. Cashion will write the checks, and we'll try to bring you as many games as possible leading up to another state tournament appearance, hopefully, for the Cashion Wildcats. As we think about today's game with Wellston, Mike, it looks like we've got Creed Kastner on the bump. Creed on the year is 2-0, I believe.
Right, I think that's right. And one of them was a no-hitter, and just let your defense work.
So the sophomore going out there, looks like we've got some mixed. Anything from the lineup perspective, Dirk, that you felt like was, and maybe even an update on our man Preston?
No need to play him today. He's not in the lineup. It sounds like possibly tomorrow.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing, but you guys might have heard differently, but that's what I'm hearing. And it's a busy week with 4 games, so probably see everybody throw. You might see even the kitchen sink get thrown out there this week.
Well, let me ask you this. So we have been nonstop with Cashion baseballs. We were behind almost like 7 to 10 games versus a lot of folks because a basketball coach did not play over spring break. And so we're playing catch-up now. I feel like we've caught up, but we've been on back-to-back-to-back weekends at tournaments, playing some pretty good competition. Now we had a full slate last week. We've got 4 games this week. I mean, is that just Coach getting us prepared for the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, he's added Kingfisher.
Yep. We have Stillwater at the end of the season.
We've got
Fort Cobb.
Fort Cobb going into district, and then between we've got Stillwater varsity coming here. So yeah, that's what that's about. See some good pitching before we get into, especially regionals, and then get through that, hopefully the state tournament. But yeah, that's the idea. See some good arms, because you're going to see those in a regional. You're going to see everybody's best, of course, and then if you're lucky to get through that regional, of course, we know what we're going to see there. You're going to see the best. So yeah,
we've had some injuries. I really don't feel like these guys have really gotten their groove yet.
I agree.
Totally meshed. So maybe playing 4 games this week just gives you more of that chance to really have it click. And if you don't have a day off, if you're wanting to get in the batting cages and get some hits in, we're playing every day. So this is it. So.
Well, and we've talked about this team offensively. I put them up against anybody that we're going to play. I think we're going to score runs. We're going to hit the ball. And defensively in the field, I think we're in solid shape there. I still don't think we're there with the pitching. We have not seen anything out of Landon yet, and we have not seen anything out of Gavin. Gavin's healthy. As far as I know, Landon's healthy. So I'm assuming this week we'll see some of that. Hopefully they throw well. If we can get those 2 back into the rotation or even in some sort of relief, maybe even a closing mode with their velocity, I think our pitching staff still has got room for improvement, and we really kind of saw that Thursday night. And Joe came in and really gave us a great chance and threw well. So this week, I think you'll see every arm we've got. Maybe, like I said, you might
games,
even.
I think that's for sure.
With 4 games, yeah.
And quality teams, right? So Kingfisher's no slouch, right? When we take a look at Morrison, they're in the top 10 in Class 2A.
Right now,
So we love all those football schools that play baseball. So, love seeing Morrison get some credit and love as well. They did well in basketball this year as well, and football. Again, a bunch of great athletes just like Cashion, and it'll be a pretty fun week. So I'm assuming that. So as the Wildcats take the field, home team trots out there, all grays, gray hats, gray tops, gray bottoms, long legs today except for Frazee and I'm gonna assume Fippen. But nonetheless, Mike, why don't you run down the lineups here for us for the Wildcats?
We'll do for the Wildcats. We'll do this in batting order. You have Ben Harmon playing third base. Cooper Frazee playing shortstop, Landon Lagasse in center field, Joey Wilson at third, Nick Nabavi at second, Derek Shaline catching, Hunter Gibson will be your DH, Max Higdon in right, Gavin Fippen in left, and playing the field in our pitcher today will be Creed Kastner.
All right. So, again, we mentioned Kastner 2-0 going for his third victory, third complete game here. Wellston Tigers again. We kind of see this from Coach, right? He's and this is what I love. He's getting some younger guys some time as well. You talked about getting Landon and Gavin in there. I love the fact that we've seen Creed and we've seen a few other kids that may not have maybe gotten a lot of innings because of injuries, et cetera, getting out there and having an opportunity to participate and get ready for the future as well. But we certainly would love to see Creed.
Additionally, I think also maybe this week, later in this week, and maybe even into next week, I think you'll see the lineup. I think he'll shuffle that around a little bit too. I don't be surprised if you see some changes there. I think probably 2 through 5 will be the same, possibly, or maybe they come down one. But I think you'll see some changes there as well, depending on how they hit this week. Don't be surprised.
Is this wink, nod, Hunter Gibson? Is that kind of what we're getting at?
No. I don't think you'll see that. I just, typically he's going to make some changes there, and. What that is exactly, I don't know, but I think you'll see that, and he'll go straight to stats, and he'll adjust it and put kids where they need to be.
All right, so leading off here for the Wellston Tigers, number 15, Tate McConnell, third baseman. Wellston Tigers, black tops, a little orange trim, gray bottoms. First pitch coming down, swung on, strike one. So good start for sophomore Creed Kastner. Getting ahead.
Nima, I know you love that black and orange. It looks good.
Hey, I went to Norman High. I have no problem with black
You're
and
a
orange.
Tiger.
I think what I have a problem with is the OSU associated with that black and orange. And actually not even that, because I don't even mind the Beavers from Oregon. But no, it's all good. Listen, living out of state for so long, Dirk, I don't carry that with me. I know that there's other things in the world. So 1-1 here for my man Creed Kastner. Up top for ball 2, 21. Good patience here from Tate McConnell. First pitch swung on is taking the last two, third baseman. Again, 1, 2, 3 will be Tate McConnell, Lane Culp, Ryan Gregg. Again, appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV, Homer Television for the Cashion Wildcats. Swung on a miss, so Kastner basically evens it up, 2-2. Again, top of one. Appreciate you. A beautiful day. Goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
nice.
It was awful this weekend, wasn't it?
It was a little windy.
Yeah. Saturday was bad out there at the softball field today. Kastner gets the outside edge, gets the ring backwards K. Around the horn it goes. That'll be out number 1 for Kastner and the Wildcats, and that'll bring up again number 23, 2-hole hitter Lane Culp, center fielder for the Wellston Tigers.
I didn't think the outfield could look any better, but I think it might. I think it continues to shape up. It's just beautiful.
Well, they've seen all sorts of weather situations. Culp showing bunt there. So
I meant the grass.
The grass, yes. The grass
I like
it's
the
beautiful.
Alignment too. I'll take both.
I think our outfield's in good shape, whether it's the grass or whether it's those 3 guys that are out there.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but I missed the cue there. Fantastic, and again, all because of a fantastic bond issue here in Cashion. Really, again, I've been quite open about the bond issue that was missed a few years ago. What a catastrophic disaster, and missing out on what would have been not only a brand new baseball field, but football, an ag center, among other things. It was missed, but the voters of Cashion came back and got the second one, which gave us this fantastic facility. And Coach, I love watching Coach Mounts on the riding reel mower. It's a 4-head mower. It's beautiful. If you love, grass and bending the blades and the sunlight, is fantastic. So 3-1 count there. Actually, ball 4 is 23. Lane Culp, center fielder, heads to first. That'll bring up number 10, 3-hole hitter Ryan Gregg, pitcher.
Well, we'll see how the third base chalk is today. We've got our same umpire crew back tonight.
I thought I heard that delay, and so.
Yeah, that's okay. We love our umpires. That's a great cue there, Dirk. We can't do it without them. Fantastic and very much appreciated. We don't always agree with them, but that doesn't mean it's personal. And we can't have it without them. Runner goes, swung on, chopped. Run, throw to 2 is a little off there. Good cover there by Cooper Frazee.
Well,
and I think the swinging.
Clearly a hit and run.
Right.
He did his job, right?
Or he missed the sign, one or the other. So
give that kid a tennis racket for that one, huh?
I think Derek had to wait for that slow bat at the end. Oh, yeah, I got a swing to come through before you throw it down there.
Derek having to stay patient, had to hold up on that one. 0-1, though, on the swing. Runner is at 2. That one's popped up and out of play. That'll be foul. Strike 2, 0-2. Again, Wellston runner number 23, Lane Culp, at 2. Wildcats with 1 out here at the top of 1. On deck is number 25, Jacob Baker, catcher. He's got his gear on. He's going to be up to bat, unless there's a double play, I guess. Runner goes, swung on, throw to 3. Is it in time? Almost there. Harmon just misses on the glove. Had a chance on the backhand rake. I think the runner probably would have made it. And so good aggressive base running here. And, Coach Mounts, I know what he's saying, but Dirk, tell us what he's probably telling Creed Casson, the sophomore here on the mound.
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we got 2 outs here.
Watch a runner go.
Come on, man, you're killing us. Watch a runner, and we hold him at base.
Yeah, I didn't see if he didn't check him or not, because he did have a huge jump. I know that.
He did. And they've been aggressive, so give credit to Coach Endicott and the bunch. They're going to come in here. They got a base runner, and they're going to try to get after it. So runner is at 3rd.
Hey, that's all part of the learning for Creed, and
it is.
That's a good lesson.
It's like if I don't give up a hit and I just strike them all out, I don't
what
have to
does
worry
it matter?
about it, right?
It's like, come on.
Corner.
He's like, Coach, I've seen 3 guys, and I've gotten 2 of them out. Go sit down.
Not strike 3?
Go sit down. I got this.
Last one, we had 2 outs.
My bad.
He's already way ahead. For those wondering, some people have already kind of asked on the text. Yes.
Ooh, big shot, third base. That'll go foul. That was dangerous there. A big hit there by the 4-hole hitter.
Yes, there will be a JV game after this. So, for those that were wondering.
Dirk, are you on? I think you're on.
Yeah, we just check the rankings again, see if they've come out.
Is he muted? Is he good? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I guess Kyle Kastner gave me a text, said, hey, my dad can't hear him. Maybe we should tell him to turn up his phone. Maybe that's it. Appreciate the text there, Kyle, my man. He's got his son out on the mound. 0-2 up top for ball 1. 1-2, 2 outs, runner at 3. Base hit will play to run here for the Wellston Tigers. Wildcat defense trying to keep that bagel on the board. Do you guys like bagel or donut? I'll have to do maybe a survey.
I think you're updating everybody, just make it healthy.
I like goose egg.
Not if you put a ton of cream cheese. Deep shot to left. Fippin out of his reach. He'll chase it down to the corner. 305 all the way in. That'll score a run. That'll be a stand-up double for number 25, Jacob Baker.
Put a charge into that one. Just found the corner.
Looked like Gavin was contemplating what he could do with that ball. It looked like it had some extra movement on it. Kind of curved all the way back in that deep corner there at 305. And we are not deep here at Lance Beitler Field. The corners are in, especially that left side. It is definitely a hitter's park. So catcher will get a courtesy runner. While we're doing that, we'll take a look at our 5-hole hitter, Dakota Long, shortstop for the Wellston Tigers. Coach Mount's going to have a conversation. Coach, always coaching. And especially if you're a catcher, you literally are going to hear from Coach Mounts the entire game. He loves coaching up and trying to get the signs and signals and calls.
Well, looks like they're maybe have their indicator mixed up. And
I wonder if this is just another one of those with the runner on second base, changing it up. I don't know if we got crossed up on that last pitch where we hit the double, or if it's an issue of with a runner on second base we're doing something different. So.
Yeah, we might have got crossed up because the one before that he turned on it pretty well. And
All right, So, again, runner at 2 for the Wellston Tigers, up 1-0. Top of 1. Pitch swung on. That'll go to 2. Nabavi with the glove. Throw in time for out 3, and that'll be the end of the Wellston Tiger inning as the Wildcats do allow 1 run. But have their chance to get that back plus more. We'll go to a timeout. Be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcats TV, live from Cashion, Oklahoma. Lance Beitler Field is the number 6 ranked Cashion Wildcats, taking on the visiting Wellston Tigers. I'm Neem Nabavi. Joining me up here is Mike and Dirk as we'll bring you today's action. Appreciate you guys joining us along as the Wildcats begin their stretch towards playoffs. Wildcats do give up a run in the top of 1 to the Wellston Tigers. On the mound for the Tigers is number 10. That is Ryan Gregg, 3-hole hitter. Wildcats will be going 1, 2, 3, Harmon, Frazee, and Lagasse. And Dirk, you mentioned it earlier. I mean, offense is not something of a vacancy or a void here in Cashion. A lot of bats up and down the order 1 through 9, and we expect a few hits today.
Yeah, I'd like to wish the flag was up, but I think we've got, what have we got, a south wind?
We got to put some players on that assignment.
Yeah, I was about to say, we can't have a game without the American flag. We don't do the national anthem. Maybe we could do that at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely be required to do that for district play.
Okay, let's do it.
Line them up and let it rip.
Good to see Mr. Harmon back up. Lead off the Wildcat stairs at first pitch strike outside. So our plate ump has been not only consistent today, but consistent since his last game here against Okarchi just a few days ago. And we have the best seat in the house, so if you hear it from us, we're probably correct. That one is a little bit more outside, but he'll get that corner for 0-2.
Well, we know the zone. He knows there's a JV game after this. So.
Now, come on now. Spoken like a true official. 0-2 for Harmon. Wildcats going to get their leadoff out. Takes a swing. And strike 3. So, tough start for the Wildcats here as out 1. Brings that Cooper Frazee, shortstop. Right.
Hey, not a lot of velocity. Just get up in the box or let the ball get in the deep box and let it travel. Either way, not a ton of velocity from Ryan Gregg. So just be patient.
That was on the chalk. I can tell you for a fact that was on over. Yeah, so that'll be a 1-0 here. Frazee takes first pitch ball. Again, the Tigers are decent depth there, middle infield. Cooper Frazee, who is the boss of owning the box. I don't know another kid who absolutely manages what's happening around him better than Cooper Frazee.
I would agree. I would totally agree with that. He is his at bat every time.
outside for ball 2. And you're right, the velocity's not necessarily what maybe we've seen, but Wildcats will have to adjust and, think about, keeping their normal swing, maybe just going to the right side, maybe. Waiting on it, letting it get deeper, I guess.
Just let the ball travel and be patient and be selective.
At least thinking that way.
Right.
I do know one thing.
Think about right center, and you'll probably still be left center.
Well, they've not done their homework because third baseman is in, and Cooper does not get cheated.
He's in the death zone.
I would not want to be him right now.
3-0 count, so after getting up 0-2, Greg is now back 3-0 against Frazee. Frazee stares at fastball take, and he had no other choice to take that one, even though he literally wanted to explode all over that one.
That corner was going to get really hot over there. So
3-1 for Frazee, the sophomore here at Cashion. Getting one out. Inside pitch, and it'll be a walk. So Cooper Frazee trots down to 1, trying to dig out that sliding glove that he's got that a lot of kids have, and that'll bring up 3-hole hitter Landon Lagasse, center fielder for the Wildcats. Do it all, one of 6 seniors here on the Cashion Wildcat baseball team.
I like to see all these kids just have a great day, get hot, gel a little bit. I like to see Cooper take off right here. This kid doesn't throw real hard.
Right down center. It's going to be a little bit up high for ball 1. Landon's just waiting for that inside pitch. That's what he's. That's what he's.
Well, he's due for one. He hasn't had one since MO, and he's definitely due.
Yeah, he started off hot. He had 2 or 3 early on, did he not?
He normally swings that Easton Beast, that white bat. Looks like he got something different in his hand today. He said, I want to change it up a bit.
Yeah. And we've talked about superstitions and baseball players.
There's no such thing.
So Cooper Frazee at 1, Wildcats down 1. We got Sammy Jackson siding down the first base side, superintendent retiree. Love that guy. Big fan, I think, definitely of the folks up here. Runner goes, swung on. Whoa, whoa. That one will go deep foul. Might have hit a few things out there on the left. That'll move the count with the foul ball to 1-1. Definitely hit and run there for the Wildcats as Frazee was on the move.
So I don't know if I'm supposed to have mistakes. I know Aaron Poston bought some.
Decent lead by Frazee. Doesn't take it. That's chopped up high. That's going to be a pop-up towards first base. In the sun, trouble. That's going to be caught. First baseman, so Lagasse with a pop. That'll be out number 2. And that'll bring up Joey Wilson, 4-hole hitter for the Wildcats.
No. And you're at the softball field, right?
Wilson, who had that, in essence, winning, I guess, contact hit. I don't know how you're going to score that. Fielder's choice. If it was
Fielder's choice, but once that ball was down, there was no way they were going to get Ben.
Runner goes this time. That's outside. Did they call strike on that? He did. Wow. Wow. So 0-1 for Wilson. As Frazee gets it too. You guys were talking about Frazee last time picking up the signs from Okarchi. He's already doing his magic here right now.
I was Gavin was out there.
Was it Gavin?
He was signaling. So
yeah, I think the catcher saw it. So it was Gavin. That's right.
There's a lot of ways to do it, and Gavin was kind of giving it away. You want to hide it. You don't want them to know you're doing it, and lots of ways to do it. And kind of maybe the preferred method is open hands versus closed hands. That's one way to do it.
0-1, Frazee at 2. Base hit will not this time. Will tie this game up for sure. So wheels there. No issue there as Frazee trots back to 2, standing up. Merely a formality there for pitcher Ryan Gray, keeping his runner honest. Give credit to the middle infield there, Wellston working Frazee. Second base. Pitch, fastball, big hit, left field.
That ball is out of here.
It's deep. See you later. Home
Goodbye, gone.
Wilson.
Well, there you go. You were talking about it. That ball was a seed. It wouldn't matter whether it was a north wind or not. That ball was getting out of here. Got out of here quickly. Quickly.
So the Wildcats get another big home run. It's actually a regular occurrence for the Wildcats. It's more likely you're going to get a home run out of somebody. Again, up and down the lineup.
Well, that's Joe's first, right?
Is it?
I believe that's Joe's first. Yes, it is.
No.
This season, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Joe's had one since Okarche, his sophomore year.
So 2-run shot there for my man Joey Wilson, winning pitcher the other night against Okarche as well.
He's been close. He's hit a lot off the wall, but that one is a no-doubter.
That'll bring up Nabavi with a big hit right past the diving shortstop. He'll round one. So first pitch, well struck ball there by the senior second baseman.
Well, there you go, Dad. First pitch, Nick ripped it.
God bless him. Nick joined the home run club a few weeks ago. I think it was last Monday, in fact. Wildcats having home runs from Frazie's got multiple, Lagasse, Wilson, Nabavi, Shaline, Gibson. Vippin have a home run?
Not yet.
Yeah, he'll get one. So Wildcats, a lot of guys on the board. Runner at first, that'll bring up catcher Derek Shaline. Papa Shaline is outside doing some business. Breaking ball up top, Nabavi, healthy leap, but no run. Takes a ball up top, 1-0. Shaline doing work all over the place. Has played catcher, has pitched, has played the outfield, first base, second base. Done everything on the right side. Just a sophomore. Fastball swung on. That one will go foul. Wildcats timing up. Ryan Gregg now getting some good coaching here. Coach Mount's talking about top half. So I'll move the count to 1-1. My man Terrell Frazee on the board. Terrell, it's a laptop. I know you're used to cracking backs and moving people's spines and necks around, but I jack it out. 1-1, runner at 1. Wildcats sitting on a 1-run lead here. Runner goes, hit and run. That's going to go by second baseman. That'll go into right field. Nabavi will round 3, has a chance to score as Coach Mounts waves him on. And the future running back for Oklahoma Baptist University comes all the way across. So a RBI single for my man Derek Shaline. Looked like the hit and run really kind of fooled the second baseman. Looked like he didn't know what happened. So a little courtesy runner as sophomore Zane Stimpy comes in for catcher Derek Shaline, and that'll bring up big one for Hunter Gibson. Hunter's a mammoth of a kid now, just a sophomore. I don't know what happened or what they've been feeding him at the house. But kid has absolutely grown up here over the last year. He's got 2 home runs on the season.
He sure got us going in the 7th the other night. That was a
big time.
I mean, that's...
You know, and he sparked our game against Lokiba, too, as well. I mean, he had a nice shot there against
sure did.
Lokiba, and when things were kind of running a little bit in a small drought.
Well, when he made that a 1-run game and we had no outs, I just felt pretty good about where we were at. And Jackson popped up, and then Gavin doubles down the line, and then here comes Frazee, and they trade places and tie ball game, and a lot of offense.
1-1 for Hunter Gibson. 2 outs. Stemke at 1. Stares at inside pitch for ball 2. Is it 3 balls? Okay, my bad. Okay, I thought he said 1-1. He's throwing up the horns up there. I don't know what was going on. So now it's 3-1, 3-0. So definite take here for the DH for the Wildcats. Zane Stemke again, courtesy running for Derek Shaline out at first base. Stares at fastball down the middle, 3-1. And the percentage of 3-0 fastball strikes is nearing 99.9%.
It's up to 40%.
No, 99.9% for the Wildcats this season. I've been keeping track.
Well, he's in a good count here. If he gets that same pitch, he might find himself with a souvenir.
There it goes. Swung on, miss, drop, third strike. That should be it anyway.
Yeah, that's strike 2.
Oh, strike 2. My apologies. So Zane Stemke has run on that hit and run opportunity. My apologies. 3-2. Full count. So this is definitely going to be Zane Stemke running on the pitch here with 2 outs. Full count. Hunter Gibson up to bat, sophomore. See if he can't go over that left field wall as well. He goes. Big hit, left field. He's going to drop in front of the left fielder. He's going to come off his glove. That'll easily score Zane Stemke. And Hunter Gibson with a 2-bagger RBI as the Wildcats keep this 2-out rally going. Up 4-1 now And that brings up freshman lefty Max Higdon. That's 4 hits in a row for the Wildcats. Home run for Wilson. Yeah. The double by Nabavi. Derek Shaline with a hit. Hunter Gibson with a hit. Higdon with 2 outs. What are we going to look for here with the lefty freshman, Dirk?
Hey, he was kind of in the middle of the season. He was putting the bat on it and found himself with some base hits. And the last few games have been struggling a little bit with the bat. So it's important for him today to just be disciplined at the plate, see some good pitches, and be selective and see if he can, find a single and get some confidence back here.
Well, we're all big Max Higdon fans. Obviously, you've talked about his future. Big kid, pitcher as well, playing right field for the Wildcats.
He's got lots of arm talent, that's for sure.
Inside pitch, just a little early. Had a chance to hit that line off the inside of that bat. That'll move the count to 1-1 for Higdon. I like him being aggressive there. This situation, for a left-hander with somebody at second base, are you just trying to get a base hit, or are you trying to put something over there in left field or right field? What are you trying to do here?
Well, with 2 outs, obviously a base hit would be nice and score a run. But I think for Max, just putting the bat on it.
Deep hit! It's deep! That's going to hit the wall. Big hit by Max Higdon. He's going to round 2. That'll score Hunter.
Going 3.
That'll be a stand-up triple for the freshman. So way to get unhooked and uncorked, my man. Max Higdon, deep.
That'll help the confidence. 2 hard hit balls from him, and that one was well hit.
So Max Higdon standing at 3, gets his helmet back. Kid was running. He wanted that triple.
As he gets stronger, as he gets older and gets stronger, that ball will still be flying here in a couple years. He's got a nice smooth swing.
He does, absolutely. So nice work there by the freshman. That'll bring up senior Gavin Phippen, left fielder for the Wildcats. He's been all over the field, up and down the lineup. Just a basic 5-tool kid. Phippen squares that first pitch outside for ball 1-0. Number 7.
Yeah, Gavin's getting his confidence and his timing back with the bat. That's been good to see.
Absolutely. He's been fantastic over the last few games. I don't know, maybe further down the lineup that's given him some relaxed a little bit?
So they've got him in the 9 hole for that exact reason. See more strikes. Typically your 9 hole is going to see more strikes. That's why he's there. It's working. Whether he stays there or not, I don't know. I think you could see some changes if he keeps hitting, but we'll see.
Well, Phippen's fantastic. I mean, just a speedster as well. So that one's going to be popped up over us. That'll move the count to 1-2 for Phippen.
Like to have that one back.
You can easily see him. He can hit for power, speed, everything. So, again,
just
took a lead off in a lot of situations.
Didn't get to do any off-season work, and so he's having to catch up.
Well, we're glad to have him back. So, again, 1-2, 2 outs. Runner at third, Max Higdon. Big lead off, outside pitch. Scary there. So 2-2, a little up high. This is where Gavin has definitely excelled over the last few games. Again, Wildcats with a 5-1 lead thus far here. Bottom of 1. Fastball swung on, chopper to short. Shortstop with the glove. Will it be in time? Will it be in time? And it will be. I thought he had a chance there on the scoop. So with that, Gavin Phippen ground out. Wildcats bat 1 through 9. Get 5 runs. Give credit to Joey Wilson starting off there with a 2-run home run. And Wildcats move to 5-1. We'll go to timeout. Be right back on Cashion Wildcats TV.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that modern women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this because you have us.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody, and I want to help you or a loved one navigate your way through understanding Medicare. It's hard getting questions answered when you don't know who to call or trust. I am local and appointed with all the insurance carriers in Oklahoma. You can trust me to help you apply for Medicare, make the right decisions based on your current financial and healthcare needs, and feel confident about your future. Act quickly. Annual enrollment period is October 15th to December 7th. Call Stephanie Woody, that's me, at 405-830-4966 to set up an appointment.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up, get you some.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcats TV, Cashion Spring Baseball 2022. Neiman Abavi joining me up here, Dirk Fippen. We've got Terrell Frazee on the board. Mike Shaline had to step out for a little bit, so Dirk and I will be carrying the broadcast for you here live from Lance Beitler Field. Beautiful day as the Cashion Wildcats, number 6 in Class 2A. Squaring off against the Wellston Tigers, just off of I-44. The Tigers visiting 4-11, led by Coach Endicott. They did get a run in the first inning. Nice work there by the Tigers, able to use their aggressive base running with the walk of Lane Colt to get in that run. And a base hit by Jacob Baker, but it was the Wildcats coming back. First leadoff strikeout by Ben Harmon, but after that it was walk. Home run, Joey Wilson, Nabavi with a double, Shaline with a hit, Gibson with a hit, Higdon with a hit. The Wildcats put up 5 and lead 5-1 as we move to top of 2. Up the bat for the visiting Tigers is Abram Johnson, number 14.
We've got him for 19 pitches in the first inning, 13 of those balls, and 6 of those only for strikes, but was only able to give up 1 run here. So let's flip that. And we need more strikes than balls here, and that's a good start.
Fastball swung on. Well struck, goes foul, hits the school bus over there. Stay away from our equipment, Mr. Tiger. Supposed to hit something else. Beautiful facility here at Cashion Wildcats. Again, big thanks to all the folks who voted for the bond. It took 2 tries, but we got it, and we're super pleased. A beautiful facility here for our kids. You know, this place is growing. You can't stop the growth. It's happening. This is a great place to live, and so we keep up.
I think our we up 100 just this year. Is that right?
Year. So
it's a lot. And you're right. It's coming, and we need to stay ahead of it.
Yeah, definitely have to stay ahead of it. And again, Wildcats trying their best. And again, peeping my man Sammy Jackson out there on the fence, looking at all this beautiful facility, everything that he's helped lead here. Outgoing superintendent, got to give him a hug. Kastner coming back in, the sophomore with the strike, moves the count to 2-1.
Well, we've got a great school board, and of course, with Sammy's leadership that you've talked about, we've been able to get a lot done. And
Frazee glove, will it be a time? Oh, woo, had a chance. That's all he could do in that one. Let it go. But the fact that Frazee came all the way across the backside of the base on second base and flipped that one over. Joey was just not tall enough, but great effort there by the sophomore. That's a base hit. That's not gloved by most folks. I'm just telling you.
No, that's a base hit for most kids, and a lot of shortstops aren't going to get to that. And if he makes a good throw there, he's got him. I mean, it's just almost made an incredible play.
Gassner with the throw down to 1. I like that move there as the left-hander number 9, Gavin Hull, left fielder here for the
showing the bunt, so we'll see. What do we do? This should be Ben's if it goes down third base.
Nice work there by Kastner, keeping it honest. There must be a little bit of wind because I'm catching the boys grabbing their helmets.
There's a pretty decent little breeze, actually. I just can't figure out which way it's blowing.
I think it's coming right in at us. Pitch up top for ball 1. Shaline climbing the ladder to get that one. And appreciate Kastner trying to stay away from that, working the zone in and around, up and down.
Might get lost. Thinking Mike might have.
Up top.
That's going to be an out. Should be.
With the easy out, looking for the tag.
Popped it up.
So that's a cardinal sin for bunters, right? Dropping
absolutely.
That head, right? That one comes up. That's an easy play. I appreciate the effort there by Hull. He was trying to work that right side, which is the appropriate thing to get that base runner to 2. And I really like Coach Endicott here. He's getting that base runner on. He's trying everything he can.
Yep.
Small ball, hitting runs to figure out how to advance his guys. That'll bring up number 22, Colton Cook, right fielder.
Well, that's a pitch you probably wish you had back and like to take it. The ball's up, and, it's hard to get a pitch up in your eyes down on the ground with the bunt when it's up that high. And
so with one out, runner at one, top of two here. Wildcats hang on to a 4-run lead, 5-1. Wellston Tigers up to bat. Colton Cook, right fielder, pitching away from sophomore Kastner. Are you alive?
I am.
I'm alive. Well, we've got our fourth guy. We've got our next technical guy. Carol came over. He says, I'm used to doing manual adjustments. I can manage a laptop maybe. It's good to go. So love seeing that. So pitch up top for ball two.
Sorry, guys. The Casa League is playing games tonight, and they didn't have another pitcher's plate to put in the ground at a different distance. So I ran home to the house and got one that they can nail down into the dirt. So
Mike Shaline, the do-it-all community man. Like, you're going to run for mayor, too, here pretty soon. Yeah, you got my vote. You got my vote. Fastball. That's that was a little close there. So 3-0 here for number 22, Colton Cook, right fielder, runner at one. Let's see if there's a take or a swing here. I'm not sure what Coach Endicott has. He's been pretty aggressive with his guys on the base path. This might be a green light. And that'll be a strike. So home plate umpire says, not so fast, Mr. Cook.
40.5%. We're moving up.
Okay, very good. 3-1 here for my man, Creed Kastner, the sophomore. Love seeing him out there.
Let's get a ground ball right here and roll this thing up.
Outside, that'll be ball four. So that'll advance Cook to first base. And that'll move Hull to second. That'll bring up 9-hole hitter number 20, Caden Bozeman, second baseman for the Wellston Tigers. On deck, top of the lineup will be Tate McConnell, third baseman.
Yeah, we need Creed to flip the script here. He's 13 balls in that first inning versus 6 strikes. And he's off to a 7-4 start this inning. So just relax, throw it in there.
Just like to see a ground ball here.
Just like that.
That'll work.
Gets ahead, 0-1.
I leave for a bit, and it's a 5-1 spot. I guess I missed a home run and everything, so maybe I should just leave all the time.
No. You know, I'd like to think we have that kind of power, and my wife reminds me that I don't. I don't have that, but I keep telling her I do. Little wheel move there. Feints the throw as Cooper Frazee comes over and cover. That moves back number 14, Aaron Johnson, back to second base.
Well, Creed will have the bunt on third base side, and see if we can get it forced to third and let him bunt this back to the pitcher.
Shows bunt outside low. Ball 2-1. Or is that 1-1? I apologize.
Yeah, I got 1-1.
My bad. All right. Again, appreciate you guys joining us here on Homer Television for the Cashion Wildcats. Nothing more, nothing less. We love our guys here. And so, again, 1-1. Wildcats up 4, 5-1. Bunt on. That's outside. Good job here as the sophomore comes to talk to his sophomore buddy, Derek Shaline. Says, Bubba, you got this.
Just throw strikes. Just play catch.
That's exactly right. Get a little lineup change here. As Coach Mounts has done a great job of resting senior Nick Nabavi, and no better person to do that than sophomore Derek Shaline coming in at catcher. It's been a great duo here for the Wildcats this season. Nick getting to play a little second base. I don't think we'd want Nick in the outfield.
I'd take him anywhere.
God bless you. Dirk knows what happens to Nick when he's in the outfield. Bunts on, right down the middle. Is he going to call strike? He sure will. He gets the call there. So 2-2. Nice work there by Kastner coming back, evening it up. 2-2, 1 out. Now, I love Nicky. Good kid.
You know, I always thought Nick, as growing up, I really thought, we got a fantastic third baseman, but, Nick had to catch, and I really, that's what we needed. Go 3, big guy.
Force at 3. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Kastner getting the chorus from the mound, or from the.
He was going 1. Coach is screaming 3, and at least he's listening. That's good. He did the right thing.
He did the right thing. He said, "Hey, natural instincts take over." He goes to 3. Great stretch there by Ben Harmon at third. All-state quarterback, fantastic athlete. Gets out number 2. Gets the lead runner.
It's a good lesson. Another good lesson. I mean, you got to know what you're going to do with the ball before the pitch. If it's hit to me, what am I going to do? Where am I going? and then get your signs.
I'm not sure he's out if Ben doesn't stretch that far. So.
It was close. Outside pitch. That'll be ball one for Tate McConnell. Tate in the first inning had a backwards K for out number one, number 15, right-hander, third baseman. Again, 2 outs, 1-0 here. Tigers threatening with 2 on, first and second. Creed Kastner, sophomore on the bump, trying to get out of this mini jam. Back pick to 1.
Shalane.
Derek with the throw to Wilson, in and out of his glove. It looked like it literally rolled in and cupped out and did a roller coaster loop. Nababi there with the backup as well as Max Higdon holds the runner at third. So runners on the corners here with 2 outs. No harm. Right idea. So 2-0 for Tate McConnell.
I think you'll see a runner take off for second here.
So Wildcats with Shalane with the call there with runners at first and third. Move back to first. Good work there by Joe on the stretch, and Kastner keeping the runner honest. And in that situation with 2 outs, obviously if we get the kid at first in a pickle, don't worry about the lead run, just get the out. Runner goes. Throws in time. Is it there? He's safe. Right idea. Good try. That was close. So that will plate number 22, Colton Cook. He'll come in on the throw to 2 outs. Runner advances safe at second. Count moves to 3-0. And the score goes 5-2 in favor of the Wildcats.
It's one of those, do you cut it off or do you try to put the tag down? And
I thought it was going to be a cutoff.
Right, it's just one of those gambles.
So Kastner coming back with a 3-0 count with a fastball strike. On the mound, it looks like we've got Drake Woody warming up. Is that Drake Woody?
Looks like Drake in the pen.
So a little right-hander freshman. Got Zane Stimke doing a little work in the pen there, catching. Will Move has a chance. Great job by Cooper Frazee as Kastner kind of went left side. Cooper had to fall away from the bag to grab that. And Legas was coming in. I would have dared him to run a 3 as I think Legas would have had a chance to get Jacob Baker. But actually, I apologize. Caden Bozeman. 3-1, 2 outs. Wildcats giving up a run in the first and a run in the second. And that'll be ball 4. So as Tate McConnell trots down to first base, that'll bring up Lane Culp, center fielder.
Well, it's got to settle down here. Just throw strikes. Get ahead of them early. Shut this thing down.
So 2 outs, top of 2. Wellston Tigers have runners at first and second. Again, appreciate you guys joining us here. Beautiful Lance Beitler Field. Fastball swung on. And I've seen the Tigers, they were swinging quite a bit in the first inning, and they've been a lot more methodical. Looks like Coach Endicott's told them to be patient, and that's been paying off. As you mentioned, they're probably keeping track of strikes and balls as well.
Sure.
On the Tigers side.
Sure.
Said, hey, let's be patient. That's paying off as they've had multiple base runners in this inning alone. Trying to get that outside corner, does not get it. I'll move the count to 1-1.
Well, we had 2 outs and kind of decided to have a little bit of a snowball fight here. I think you just focus on the guy at the plate and throw strikes.
Fastball, big hit to left field. It's going to drop fair. Coming up,
He's gonna
runner's
get
coming
thrown
home.
out.
Actually holds up. Gavin Phippen had a chance. Lobs it back into Ben Harmon. He was eyeing 2 as well. Had lots of things to look at. So base hit will load the bases. And that'll bring up 3-hole hitter number 10, Ryan Gregg, the pitcher. Ryan in the first inning had a backwards K himself. So here in the second inning, we've had 2 hits and 2 walks, 1 run, 2 outs. The Wildcats trying to get out of this jam.
They struck him out last time. Let's throw some strikes.
Big hit to left. Phippen on the trail off his glove. He'll scoop. He's going to come home. I don't think it'll be in time as runners advance to second and third. And that'll be a 2-run RBI hit for Ryan Gregg.
Just when you think you got it handled, and a couple hits and 3 runs.
So Coach Mounts will come out and have a conversation as Kastner is done. Creed gets a hand from the Cashion crowd. Creed giving up a few hits, had looked like 2 strikeouts to go along on his day. It looks like he'll go 1 2/3. Freshman Drake Woody on the mound. This is his second appearance of the season, I believe.
I think that's right.
He came in relief at MO. I think that was the game that we had one of the few losses of the season against Glencoe as Drake came in to try to get the win. We'll have a conversation, and with that, we'll go to a commercial as well. We'll be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
Our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field in beautiful Cashion, Oklahoma. Cashion Wildcat television production of Spring 2022 baseball. Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, Dirk Phippen bringing today's action as the Wildcats taking on the visiting Wellston Tigers. Wildcats went up 5-1 as we moved to top of 2, and give credit to the Wellston Tigers stringing 3 hits and a couple of walks together.
Close the book on Creed at 27 balls, 17 strikes, 54 pitches, and I hit last 2 times out. He's thrown well. Just today wasn't his day. Just
that happens. So
sometimes that happens. That's baseball.
Getting, valuable experience on the mound. That'll bring in freshman Drake Woody. Drake Woody, if you recognize the name, younger brother of Jacob Woody, left-hander. Drake is a right-hander. A little move to 3. Nice little work there. Like the idea. You want to talk about pickoff moves? Jacob Woody, who's playing basketball at Southwest Christian. I always want to say he was Southwestern Christian or Southwest Christian. Southwest Christian.
2-sport athlete, pitcher only, and playing some basketball as well.
Yeah, doing a lot of work there. Ooh, inside pitch. We'll bring the count to 1-1. He had I think I'm biased, but just an absolute deadly pick at first. I mean, the kid was. I want to say if you got on, good luck. Yeah, the only way you were going to move is because somebody hit you on. So the count moves to 1-1 with 2 outs. Woody fastball right down the middle. That swung on and fouled over us. That'll move the count to 1-2. So good to see the freshman getting ahead of the count here against Jacob Baker, the catcher who had a hit in the first inning and actually drove in that first run for the Wellston Tigers.
Be nice to have him back, or just a lefty. Period.
Right. And in fact, our only lefty batter is a right-hand thrower, is he not? Is Max a lefty or a righty?
Max throws right-handed.
Strikeout. So strike 3. Nice work by Drake Woody coming in, finishing the side of the Wellston Tigers. But not after Wildcats gave up 3 runs. So as we move to bottom of 2, it's the Wildcats 5, the visiting Wellston Tigers 4. We'll be right back right after this.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while riding business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require an online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcat TV, Lance Beitler Field, Cashion, Oklahoma. The Wildcats taking on the Tigers from Wellston. Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, and Dirk Fippen bringing today's action as the number 6 ranked Cashion Wildcats at home, friendly confines, taking on the Tigers. We got to battle the Cats. Wildcats up 5-4. Credit the Tigers coming back, putting 1 in the first and 3 in the second to bring this a little bit closer. Wildcats batting through the lineup 1 through 9 in the first inning. We'll start back up with Ben Harmon. Ben did have a K. He had a rough start, a couple of tough calls there, went down 0-2. Let's see if Ben can't get himself uncorked. And did we have an update? I couldn't remember what we were talking about.
The rankings.
The rankings, that's right.
They have not. But we'll keep an eye on it for sure. Everybody's eagerly waiting. This is Cade Johnson.
So we do have a new pitcher here for the Wellston Tigers, number 3. That will be replacing Ryan Gregg. Ryan Gregg gave up 5 hits. Did have a strikeout. And again, Wildcats, a little double hopper there from the triple hopper there from the catcher. We'll bring up Ben Harmon. On deck, Cooper Frazee. Wildcats again, we'll go Harmon, Frazee, and Lagasse. Lagassius, a lot of folks like to say.
Really?
Sometimes, Dirk, you said after eating a Cliff Bar, you're Lagasse. Isn't that what you mentioned?
Nothing is private.
And there's our man, Heath Pratt, trainer extraordinaire. We are so lucky here, are we not?
We are.
I mean, sure. we are a school, a town of 865, a school of around 180 kids, and we have our own trainer on staff. That's a high pop-up. This might be danger with the wind. Second baseman comes over, and he does make the grab. He had the sunglasses, so I guess he decided to make the call. And Harmon is not living lucky today. Just misses that one. Caught up in the wind, and that'll be out 1 for the Wildcats.
I'll tell you what, I've got to know Heath very well this year, and very thankful for him.
Yeah, you don't want to be good friends with Heath. No, when Heath's on your text chain, it's not good. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he's very good at his job, and he kept Gavin motivated and kept him working hard to get back. And
all Cooper does is get on base and get on base and get on base.
So Frazee with a single right past the shortstop and the pitcher.
I wish we had better stats. I'd love to see.
You know what
his OPS is.
If I can figure out to get on Game Changer, I think I can get those stats, but. I mean, Papa Terrell's up in here. I don't know. He's probably keeping track for somebody.
His on-base percentage has got to be.
Because he's like, I'm going to be a humble dad. I don't want to jinx my kid.
I mean, it's pushing 750.
I bet he's higher than that. It wouldn't surprise me a bit, but it's way the heck up there. And then, I'd love to see what his power numbers look like.
Gas, deep, left field. Track. It's going to hit the wall. Frazee will turn 2. He'll get to 3, and that'll be a stand-up double for my man, Landon Lagasse.
I like it.
So back-to-back hits for the Wildcats, Frazee and Lagasse. Runners at second and third, and that'll bring up Mr. Home Run, Joey Wellston. Joey in the first inning with a 2-run shot over the F in Beitler Field.
Hey, that's 3 pitches and 3 balls hit. 2 of them very hard.
I think Lehman's liking that new bat.
You know, I don't think I played it, but I interviewed Joe at the start of the season and asked Joe what were some of the things he was working on. He said, pretty much just dingers.
What a Joe thing to
say. So maybe he got a little humble pie because he was sitting here 70% of the way, 80% of the way through the season, and finally got himself one. But he's been close a bunch of times, and he has just worn out that right center field or left center field gap.
All right, Joe Wilson, again, home run early in the first inning, stares at ball 2. And 2-0 here, 1 out. We've got Lagasse and Frazee. Anything in the grass, not in the turf, but anything in the grass is definitely going to score 1, has the possibility of scoring Lagasse. Again, fantastic athletes here at Cashion. Again, got 2 guys that can absolutely motor on the base path. Fastball right down the middle. I was assuming Joe was going to take a healthy hack at that.
I'm thinking, man, if I'm hot with let's see how many of these I can get today.
That was outside. Right. I think he wanted one a little bit more inside to take care of that left field wall. He didn't want to go oppo taco, as Dirk likes to say.
I wonder if he can hear us.
Clearly looking for something he can elevate.
Sometimes they can, yeah. I think that anyways. That's inside pitch. That one will go foul to move the count to 2-2. All of that one was Joe as it kicks up a little bit of sand and dirt as it hits some of the fans down there in the left line, left field side. Again, the Wildcats' unique formation here with the fence line, certainly creating a lot more sight lines for visitors to watch, which I do like.
I would have never thought a bunch of people would sit down there. So.
Yeah. 2-2, big hit. It's going to go center field. It's going to be held up. This will be a sac fly as as Cooper Frazee will come in. The cuts there caught, but that'll be a run. So sacrifice fly for Joe Wilson. That'll plate my man Cooper Frazee. Lagasse stays at 2, and with 2 outs, that'll bring up senior second baseman Nick Nabavi.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. I mean, hit it hard. They're shielding that way a little bit. Normally that ball might be in the gap, but they're definitely playing left side of center there. So
Nabavi with his walk-up song is pretty funny. Anyways, so Nabavi in the first inning had a hit. It was a double, drove in a run. He also scored a run himself, playing a little second base today.
Well, his bat's getting hot at the right time of the year, and it's good to see.
He's figuring it out.
He didn't waste any time last time. Saw 1 pitch and hit hard. He'll probably see 7 pitches this inning, or this at bat.
Stares that first pitch a little high. Glad he didn't chase that one. That probably would have been popped up. So it'll be 1-0. Again, that wind is most definitely coming into us as we kind of get a feel here through the window. Again, it's that mixture of sweatshirt and shorts weather out here today. Outside pitch for ball 2, and we will have a JV game. I know we had a lot of texts about that. We'll keep it going.
Well, Nima wanted to ask,
please,
since basketball's done, has Nick's knee gotten any better? Does he feel any better about it? I mean, he hit the shot, so I'd like to think that something's feeling good, but is it all the same?
Yeah, I think it's about the same. Okay. So we'll drops that in for strike. So 2-1. Little nice. It looked like a little breaking ball there from our man Cade Johnson, the Wellston Tigers. At our house, it's periodic check-in. He knows how to take care of himself. He knows about post-game treatment, what he does prior to the games, and try to manage this. So we're working through it, but thank you for asking. 2-1 for Nabavi. Runner at 2 is Lagasse. Runner goes. Big hit. That's going to drop right into the glove of the shortstop. If he could have raised that up just a little bit more, right idea.
All right.
And that'll be out number 3. As
another hard hit ball for Nick, though. That's a good still.
I like what 6. I see. Out 3. That'll end it for the Wildcats. They do put 1 up, so the score is 6-4. Wildcats take a 2-run lead as we go to the top of 3. We'll go to timeout. Be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber.
All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcat TV live from Lance Beitler Field, Cashion, Oklahoma, as the Wildcats taking on the Tigers. Wildcats and Tigers, pretty close game here, 6-4. Wildcats with a 2-run lead as we move to the top of 3. Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, and Dirk Fippen bringing today's action. Really proud as part of the Squirtle Network here, the #1 streaming service for high school sports in the state of Oklahoma. And little tiny Cashion, Oklahoma. Again, well over 200,000 views already this season, second year in a row. And again, big thanks to all of our fantastic sponsors there in the bottom right corner, making this free of charge for you. Drake Woody, freshman on the mound for the Wildcats here at the top of 3. Leads off with a fastball down the middle. First pitch swung on and hit right into the gap there, right in front of Max Higdon in right field. A little one-hopper. And give credit to Jacob Baker with the hit, leading off here for the Wellston Tigers. That'll bring up Dakota Long, number 12, shortstop. Dakota in the first inning grounded out 4-3.
Hey, Jake came in last inning and 3 strikes and got an out and closed the door on them. And he's, hey, just those strikes will be just fine.
Yep.
Bring the ball down a little bit, probably just turn it into a ground ball rather than a line drive. So.
And speaking of ground balls, looks like, as Dirk would say, the Wildcats are in double play depth. Bobby on the cut, Cooper Frazee.
Yeah, I'd like to see Nick kind of skid in a little bit.
Hugging the 2. Bunt shown, and give credit to Coach Endicott. He's shown a lot of variety of bunts and hit and run options here as the Wellston Tigers getting runners on the base, trying to do everything they can to manufacture and create runs for themselves. And
you know the rule, right, for double play position?
yeah, I know the rule.
What is it? To educate us.
What do you want? Back pick to 1, not in time. Back move, little spin. Hurricane Joe coming around.
Hurricane Joe.
You like that one? Maybe we should call Tornado Joe. That may be better here in Oklahoma. Yeah, squeeze the base, deeper, roll it. Absolutely. I mean, what are you talking
3
about?
steps.
I'm just a kid from Iran.
3 in, 3 over. 3 in and 3 over. That's the rule.
Actually, growing up in Norman, Oklahoma, a
lot of soccer down there.
A lot, yeah. Football, soccer, and basketball. A little foul ball there. Baseball was liked. I mean, I had a couple of really good friends that played baseball and enjoyed, the scene. But Norman is not what you would call a baseball town.
Norman North's put together some teams.
They have.
Got Ayler down there as the head coach and
Yep.
former OSU center fielder.
Bunts on in the dirt. Be strike 2. So 2-2 here as the bunt is off for Abram Johnson. I appreciate Drake trying to stay low and away, trying to create that pop on that bunt. But hitter's a opportunity here for Johnson, runner at first base. Drake Woody takes a peek, does throw down to 1. Hits the runner. Joe's like, where'd it go? First base coach for the Tigers, not helpful at all. It's rude. Rude. Help out my man Joe Wilson. He's a good guy. Outside of going to prom that one night, but we won't bring that up there. Hit the first. Glove's not there. Nabavi will try to track Max Higdon with the glove. Runner goes to third. Throws there. Is it in time? It's in time, but just a little bit off as Ben Harmon had to come off the bag. And as that ball squeezes by two Cashion Wildcats and finally gets to Max Higdon, we have runners at first and third here for the Tigers, threatening with
you got to see a little bit of that. Got to see a little bit of that arm from Max there. If that ball's online, probably have a play at third. It's good to have a strong arm in right field for that exact throw right there. Typically, that's one of the longest throws.
Caught off guard that he went, but hey, pick head up and come up firing. So.
Well, we should expect that here with Wellston. They've been extremely aggressive on the base path, and so that'll bring up lefty Gavin Hull, the left fielder. Had a pop to first base in the second inning.
See how we defend this.
I agree. Last time we threw down, and there's a lot of different plays you can run here with first and third.
Well, we had 2 outs there, so this is a little bit different with no outs, and see what we do here.
A straight pop. Joe Wilson with the sunglasses, looking cool and fresh. First base side, he gloves it. No tag or run, so we'll take it as Drake Woody draws the pop on Hull, and that'll be out number 1, and that'll bring up Colton Cook, number 22, right-handed right fielder for the left-handed right fielder for the Wellston Tigers. So back-to-back pops for my man Gavin Hull.
Well, that helps you get out of it a little bit.
Yeah, let's see if we can't turn something here. Colton Cook with a walk and a run in the second inning.
Drake's doing a good job. He's not throwing over there with a ton of velocity, but keeping the runner close and first and third situation, that's what you need.
Fastball should be striking. It is. Right inside corner. So nice work. Drake getting ahead 0-1. Again, Wildcats up 2 runs, 6-4, top of 3. Give credit to the Tigers. They scored 1 in the first, scored 3 in the second. Drake Woody coming in relief. Good try there by Derek, trying to snap that one back up to frame it in a good way.
I think Coach is looking at Derek like, how about an option of something? I mean, I don't care if you throw down to third and catch the kid off guard, but let's do something with that ball.
So runner does advance, so the force or the double play is off. Drake Woody coming right back, fastball outside this time, 0-2 for the freshman. Is that 0-1? Yeah, it should be 0-2, yep. So runners at second and third here for Colton Cook. That's a little outside, right idea. Did he say 2 balls, 2 strikes?
He did. So.
Okay, so
I would like to see Gavin. I just with this speed of the pitch and stuff, I'd like to see him come in a couple. When there's a right-handed batter, I'd like to see Max come in a couple, kind of shorten this field up a little bit.
So good snag there by Shaline, going up high for that one. So it moves the count to full, 3-2 here for Colton Cook. I'm not sure he even swung on those strikes, so let's see if he can get that bat off his shoulder here. Fastball down the middle, swung on and strike. Strike 3. That's another K for Drake Woody. And that'll be 2 outs. And that'll bring up number 20, 9-hole hitter, Caden Bozeman.
Here's some talk. Just fill it up. Just fill it up.
Hey, give Drake credit. He's throwing strikes and he's doing a good job.
So 1-0, runners at second and third. Same situation just about last inning as Drake Woody came in. A couple base runners on out there at second and third. As Tigers have put in 3. Inside pitch. I'll move to count to 2-0.
Well, one thing's real evident to me with these Woody kids. They clearly have their mother's talent.
Derek, you make so many friends out there. That's right. Absolutely. Inside pitch. Getting very close. Moves the count to 3-0. Most likely a take here for Caden Bozeman, 9-hole hitter, second baseman for the Tigers.
I see Big Lee down there. It's good to see him back around and moving around.
And that'll be ball 4. So 4 straight balls for the freshman. We'll send number 20, Caden Bozeman, to first base. Bases loaded. And for the Tigers, that'll bring up number 15, leadoff Tate McConnell, third baseman. Tate with a backwards K in the first, a walk and a run in the second. And as they say, any bag or any base here for the Cashion Tigers to get important out number 3. That's hit. It's a bleeder. Nabavi tries to get it. It'll be the most perfectly placed ball.
See a nice single, for sure.
For Caden Bozeman, who literally hit that off the end of his bat, somehow was able to get that to drop literally on the cut. And as Nabavi's able to scrape that one up, it does play to run. And it's a 6-5 ball game with bases loaded, 2 outs. And I'll bring up number 15, I apologize, number 23, Lane Culp. That swung on and missed, strike 1.
Just get up there and get mad. Just see what happens. Throw a little harder.
No place to put them. Just throw strikes here.
Shot to short. Frazee. Throw to 1 in time. That'll be out number 3. So Wildcats sort of get out of that jam as Woody loads the bases. So they only allow 1. And it'll be the Wildcats heading up to bat here as we move to bottom of 3. It'll be the Cashion Wildcats 6 and the Wellston Tigers 5. We'll be right back right after this.
To sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord. And I started to fade into your gray.
This is Grain and Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211.
All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcat TV, Cashion Wildcat Spring Baseball 2022, bringing you live action from Lance Beitler Field. The Wildcats taking on the Wellston Tigers. Up to bat, Derek Shaline as the Wildcats move to bottom of 3, up just 1 run, 6-5 over the visiting Wellston Tigers. Derek on the day has had a good one thus far in the first inning, had a hit and a run. I think it was a stand-up double, was it not? Or it was a single with an RBI single in the first inning. Also scored a run himself. There's that first pitch, strike. Derek Shaline taking on number 3, Cade Johnson. Cade Johnson coming in the second inning for the Wellston Tigers. Coach Endicott had enough. Starting pitcher, Greg. Big hit, right side. Will it drop? It will, so give credit to Derek Shaline working opposite field. Nice work there by the sophomore. Base hit number 2 for him on the day, and that'll bring up sophomore DH Hunter Gibson as Zane Stibke, sophomore. A lot of sophomores coming out here to do a little courtesy running for our catcher Derek. Future's bright here for Coach Mounts, right? So you're talking about a team that's done well in the recent past. Was able to.
Hey, look on deck, fellas.
Oh, was that a little Preston Cotter sighting?
Preston Cotter sighting here.
Less than a week.
Gibson stares at first pitch, strike right down the middle. I thought he was going to swing at that one. 0-1 for Hunter. Again, Hunter on the day had a hit and a run. I think he scored a couple runs as well, or had a couple RBI, a couple runs batted in on his double. Zane Stibke working over there on the first base, getting a little bit of those rubber pellets in and around.
I want to apologize. I said to my son, hey, why do you swing at that first pitch? We had just had a talk earlier this week about Gary Ward's philosophy. The very first time you see a pitcher, why don't you take and see one and see what else you get? So maybe kids do listen to parents every once in a while. So.
Yeah, who's Gary Ward?
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
You in the Hall of Famer?
My man Hunter. I was waiting to get some out of Dirk. He didn't even move. He didn't even budge on that one. Outside pitch, no run. Zane Stipke comes back. Yeah, again on deck is a junior, Preston Cotter. Preston's got a couple dingers on the year. Maybe it's an opportunity for Coach Mounts to kind of test out that knee, I guess. Fastball swung on.
Oh, I heard the foul ball. Did you hear that?
Well, it was definitely foul ball. Like, I didn't even have to hear it on that time. We saw it. The problem is that we didn't hear it, and it still was in play. It should have been called fair, but that's my beef.
It's still fresh.
Anyway.
Yeah, what did you say? It was foul? That was fair? Oh.
Well,
Daryl's saying it was fair.
And at the time, that was 2 runs. That was a big deal. Hunter, big swing, strikeout. That'll be out number 1 here, as that'll bring it Preston Cotter.
It looks like he's probably going to let him hit one time for Max, and then I'm sure he's not going to play the field.
No, he won't run either.
Max will be back in here. This will just be.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, just hit one out here. We don't need you running and sliding bases.
So Cotter, stare at first pitch ball here from number 3, Cade Johnson.
Yeah, Preston, your time here is about a minute and a half, so give it all you got.
And I don't see anybody in the pen for the Wildcats or the Tigers, so it looks like this is what we're going to see at least another inning. Big hit. Right center gap. Right fielder's coming up to make the catch. He drops it in the sun. And that will move Zane Stipke to 2. And that'll be an error, E9 for the Wildcats. It's Preston Cotter, as you guys mentioned. Well, Max Higdon will come in and run for him.
Hey, good job by Preston.
Yeah.
That was good base runner by Zane, too. Went halfway, kind of read it, got to second in time. So
that actually was a tough play for the right fielder. He had it as that looks like the wind is blowing.
Ball slicing away, looking right in the sun.
In the sun, yeah, absolutely.
Gavin says, "Thank you very much. 2 runners for me."
There you go, Gav. Go get
See if he can do something here.
And that'll bring up senior Gavin Phippen, right-hander, left fielder for the Wildcats. Takes first pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0, 1 out. Base hit will have a chance to drive in Zane Stipke. Courtesy run-in for Derek Shaline. On deck for the Wildcats is Ben Harmon. So Wildcats will go senior here. That's outside for ball 2.
Patient at bat there. I know he wants it. He wants to drive those guys in, but he's looking for his pitch.
And, the Wildcats, literally, we have about 20 guys on the team. A lot of the teams that we face off on in Class 2A and AA, certainly don't have those numbers. And it's quite surprising. But nonetheless, I think it's kind of unique about Cashion. We definitely have a strong sports culture here. You got about, 30 to 40 boys per class. I should say 20.
He's got the green light. He just got the green light. If it's small.
Okay.
If it's small here, he's going to let it rip.
So 3-0, no take. He will. Big hit. That'll go left side. So Coach Phippen here up top getting all the signs. Hopefully you weren't watching that online.
We got Coach out of the box, out of the screen.
That's okay.
Hey, 31, thinking small here again. And
I like it. I like letting
he
this
needs
situation.
To continue to work on his timing here.
Wild horses. Let him run. Big lead by Stipke. Let's see if we have a move here. We don't. Fastball swung on. Big shot. That'll go to left field center. That'll score Stipke. That'll round Max Higdon to 3. And that'll be a stand-up double for my man Gavin Phippen.
Woo-hoo. RBI all day. You couldn't place that ball any better right there. So nice work. He got 3-0. Got it his count. Got everything he wanted and did something.
Well, I like the fact the coach is letting him hit there with 3-0. Hey, if it's small, take a hack at it. And he's still working on his timing. It looks like the ball he hit against Okarche the other night. And
yeah.
It's a good sign.
So we love seeing that out of Gavin Phippen, the senior. That'll bring up senior Ben Harmon. Ben playing third base for the Wildcats today. Let's see if lucky 3 third inning will be the one for Ben here. Third at bat, swung on, miss. Keep that head down, son. Ben's working back and forth. Had a vicious hit to his helmet, to his side of his face against Glencoe a few weeks ago. Cracked that helmet. He's kind of worked his way back in the lead off here today for the Wildcats.
That was a scary moment.
Very scary.
For sure. It's got some high velocity coming right there.
Just there at I thought I was going to call strike on that one, but a little change up there from Johnson on the mound for the Tigers to move the count to 1-1. Again, just one out. Wildcats putting a run up here to move the score to 7-5. Another base hit will definitely bring in one, if not two, as Gavin Phippen sits at 2. That's going to be a pop. It's got a chance if it bleeds enough, and the second baseman will catch that, and that'll be out 2. And Ben Harmon, do not go to the casino tonight, my friend. Not that Ben would ever gamble.
No.
So,
well, I'd like to see. I know Cooper doesn't hit to the right side, but man, if you could find that corner over there, that right fielder's got to go forever. That center fielder's got to go forever. It might be a sprint to see if the ball comes back or he gets to home first.
So with 2 outs, Cooper Frazee, sophomore, shortstop.
I'm calling it, fellas, right here.
That one's low and away for ball 1. I'd love to see it. I'd love to call it. So 1-0 for Frazee.
He gets something he can handle here. And
Frazee with a walk in the first, a hit in the second, and a couple of runs here for the Cashion Wildcats. Big hit. That's going to go to left center. Center fielder's tracking that one, and he'll glove that one. And that'll
well
bring
hit.
2. Wildcats put 1 up, and that'll move the count to 7-5. Wildcats hanging on as we move to top of 4. Be right back right after this.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
All right, welcome back. Lance Beitler Field, Cashion, Oklahoma. Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, Dirk Phippen bringing you today's action as the Cashion Wildcats taking on the Wellston Tigers. Wildcats up 7-5 as we move to top of 4. Drake Woody, freshman, on the mound. Drake came in the second inning and has thrown 1 1/3 thus far. Drake on the day, I believe, has at least 2 Ks, 3 Ks, I should say. Giving up a couple of runs, a couple of hits. Up to bat for the Wellston Tigers is number 10. That's Ryan Gregg, the starting pitcher. Ryan, 3-hole hitter for the Wellston Tigers, had a backwards K in the first and a strikeout in the second. Drake falling back behind here a little bit as the count moves to 2. Is it 2-0 or 3-0?
I have 3-0.
Yeah,
I got 2-0.
2-0? No,
I have
scoreboard, you
2
can't
out.
count the scoreboard.
I think there was a ball and
Yeah,
one almost hit it
yeah,
and out
that's
of the way,
yeah,
so.
and that's an up top for ball
Okay,
4.
I told you.
So
3-0 right there.
4 straight balls for Ryan Gregg as he trots down to first. That'll bring up 4-hole hitter Jacob Baker, the catcher. Jacob on the day has 2 hits. Coach Mounts have a conversation here, and I don't think there's anybody warming up unless you bring somebody in the field, I guess, and have a conversation there. It doesn't look like Drake will be leaving the mound. If Coach does have to go to somebody, who's that going to be?
I'm going to guess Max. He hasn't thrown since Watauga, and he got off to a slow start at Watauga, and then he got dialed in and threw a ton of strikes. And I'd like to see him throw. He'll probably throw this week at some point, and maybe today.
For sure.
Drake's thrown a lot of strikes. He's going to be all right.
So after the convo, Coach Mounts heads back. You can tell Coach Mounts. Coach Mounts played a little football too. You can tell as he moves around. He's from Tuttle. Is that
He's
correct?
a Tuttle guy.
Yeah, Tuttle guy. They love
Came to us from Choctaw. Came out of a good program down there.
Yep, heck yeah. I think he won a state title as well. So we'll move there from Drake to first.
I think he played his college ball at Eastern and
he coached at Choctaw, right?
Southwestern. He coached at Choctaw. Came to us from Choctaw.
Yep. Coach Mount's been here for about 7 years, I believe. Fastball should be striking. It is. So strike 1. Is it year 7 for Mounts or year 6?
I don't know. It's gone fast. I know that.
What's that?
It's gone fast.
I think that sounds about right. I think Alex's first year as a 7th grader. I think that sounds right. That one's going to be a little outside off of Derek's glove, and that'll move the runner, number 10, Ryan Gregg, to second base on the pass ball. Coach Mount saying, just play ball. 2-0 is the count here for number 25, Jacob Baker. Again, catcher, 2 hits on the day thus far. Woody with a little outside setup. See if we got a wheel move here. We don't. Pitch underway, fastball. It's going to be low. That's strike, so 2-1. Did I hear 2-1? I did.
Hear 2-1.
Okay.
21.
So it is 2-1. All right, runner at second.
Umpire's trying to tell the scoreboard people, too.
He's trying. That's hit. Left field. Fippen will get underneath that. He'll make the catch, and that'll hold the runner at 2. So great work there by the senior, tracking that one down. He's been busy. He's had about 3 or 4 balls hit his way. He's able to get that one, and that'll be out number 1. That'll keep the Wellston Tiger at 2, and that'll bring up number 12, 5-hole hitter Dakota Long, shortstop. Dakota on the day had a 4-3 ground out in the first and had a walk, or actually a hit, I believe, in the 3rd inning.
That's a good job by Drake after throwing 4 straight balls. Comes back and throws a couple strikes. And
you guys say it all the time, trust your defense.
Gets quick out.
So Cooper Frazee working the runner at 2. Let's see if we have a move here or not. We'll have a pitch, fastball. Good spot. That'll be ball 1. A little low, I guess.
Little down. Derek got his thumb underneath it, but not just a little bit low.
I was trying to see if he was just deep in the catcher's box, but he's not. He's up in there.
It's outside. Doesn't get the corner call, so they move the count to 2-0. Coach or Daddy Woody offering up a good pitch. We agree. Pretty good. The call's been pretty much favored in the pitchers thus far. Right down the middle, and that will be swung on and missed for strike 1. So 2-1 for Drake Woody and the Wildcats with 1 out here. Runner at 2 for the Tigers. They're down 2, so tying run at plate right now, at bat. On deck is number 14, Abram Johnson, the first baseman for the Tigers.
There it is. That's a good pitch right there.
That is an excellent pitch inside half. That'll go inside 3rd. That'll move the count to 2-2. So good work as Drake has been working from outside in. Let's see where this one goes here as number 12, Dakota Long. Waits for the pitch. Swung on. That's going to go to right field. Max Higdon will chase that down. That'll drop. He overruns it. That'll score a run as Dakota Long gets to second base, and that'll be a stand-up double RBI for the Wellston Tigers.
Traded places with him. 2 strikes, 2-2. Probably a little bit A little bit too part of the meaty part of the plate over right there for that pitch.
So as they trade spots, scores a run as Ryan Gregg comes in, Dakota Long at second. This is Abram Johnson, number 14, first baseman. Had a hit and a run in the second and a walk in the third. Fastball inside will be ball one.
A lot of runs in this one.
That's right, 7-6 count here for the Wildcats. Hang on to a one-run lead, runner at one. Fastball swung on shot to Woody. He looks at him.
Oh, I think he still could have had him.
Still could have had him. He'll get the runner at one. That'll bring up out number two. So good work there by the freshman to nab that one, and they'll bring up number 9, Gavin Hill, left fielder. Gavin on the day had a pop to one, and I believe he's popped up both times at bat. And so the Wildcats giving up one run in the first, the Wellston, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. Have already given up 1 here in the fourth. Trying to hold it there. Outside pitch on the.
He was giving him the sign, and he just wasn't picking it up. So I'll just yell at you and tell you what the sign is.
So Coach Mounts wanting Drake to come in a little bit more aggressive, that left-hander. He'll stay outside for ball 2. So 2-0. Again, we got a freshman and sophomore here working. This is where we learn. Sometimes a little tough love. We've seen Coach Shack provide a little bit of
he was hollering at Max in right field to back up. We got a lefty up, and
okay, my bad.
He's giving him the backup sign, and Max
wasn't listening to him.
I
can't
definitely
see Coach
didn't see
right
it.
now. I got a pillar.
You didn't see it, but he heard it.
Right.
So the count moves to 3-0 here for Drake Woody. Again, runner at third here for the Wellston Tigers.
So did everybody else.
I just heard him screaming. Right back in. Let's see if he gets the call. He will. So gets the strike there, 3-1. Again, that 3-0 count. It's still hovering right around 99.9 or 9.85% now. Strike. 2 outs. Woody with the pitch. It's a little bit low, and that'll be ball 4. That'll be a walk as Gavin Hall trots to first. Runners at first and third, and I'll bring up number 3, it looks like, who's come in. Colton Cook. Or I'm sorry, K. Johnson.
Yep.
I'm not sure what's happening here. I guess how would that work? If he doesn't replace Ryan Gregg at his spot at 3.
If they made a double switch out there when he came into pitch.
Okay.
But they didn't notify us. So.
No, of course. So Colton Cook, so I guess that's the move. So thank you. Lefty here. I'm sorry, K. Johnson. Runner second and third now as the runner moves from first to third. Swung on. That's going to be a pop. Landon Lagasse come up and make the outs. And that'll be out number 3, but not after another run is given up. Give credit to the Wellston Tigers hanging tight. It'll be the Wildcat 7, Tigers 6, who has moved to bottom of 4. We'll be right back right after this.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest
All right, welcome back to Cashion, Oklahoma, CWTV production of Cashion Wildcat Baseball. Appreciate you guys joining us here. It's a beautiful day from Lance Beitler Field, Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, and Dirk Phippen bringing today's action as the Wildcats taking on the Wellston Tigers. Wellston Tigers hanging tough for the Wildcats.
I got a good one going here.
What's that?
Got a good one going here.
Yeah, a good one. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
got a good one going down to Roth too. 7-7 with Silo and Roth getting after it, and Nema's favorite coach.
Yeah, Jimmy Jack, Bobby Jack Wright. What's his name? Jimmy Johnson?
Billy Bowen.
Billy Bob
Jack.
Thurman.
Just
Close that door. There you go. We have a Nicky Joseph.
He went ahead and, in case you didn't know it, Coach Bowen moved up with the past the lighter coach and his dad for the most wins ever in Oklahoma baseball history.
Hey, what other states only have teams that play fall baseball and spring baseball? Is there any other state in the entire country that does that?
I know Iowa does a lot of it because Iowa's had a school that.
Okay.
I would think maybe some of those where the towns are so far apart, maybe. So.
Okay. Lagasse, third base side. That's going to be at least a single, if not a double, as he rounds one. Well done by the senior leadoff here in the bottom of 4 as the Wildcats are cooking with Landon Lagasse. Cooking with gas.
Wow, there you go. Cooking with Lagasse.
Yes, I love it. My man getting a 2 little leadoff here. That'll bring up senior Joey Wilson, number 3, first baseman for the Wildcats. Joey on the day just had himself a home run in the first inning. That's all, 2-run shot. And had a sacrifice RBI in the second. So we'll say it's a good day for my man Joe Wilson. And we got a chance here.
Just Mr. RBI today.
That's exactly right. Joe Wilson taking his time here again. There's that first pitch, low, ball 1-0. And again, we've got number 3, Kay Johnson, staying on the mound, and still nobody in the pen for Coach Endicott. So looks like Coach is going to go with his man, the lefty here, number 3.
Landed not the biggest lead at second, so I think he's got full faith in senior coming up.
Yeah.
That's going to bring him around.
It'll be all right. And Coach Mounts, I have to say that the base running errors, which were a problem for the Wildcats.
We've cleaned it up. We've cleaned it up a little bit.
They have. So do your little little Hail Mary, whatever you need to do. But 2-0 here for Wilson. Up top for ball 3, so dirty 30 for my man number 3. Coach Mount gives him the signal.
The signal is yes. He just shook his head yes. Uh-huh.
So here we go. So most likely a take here for Joe Wilson. We'll see what happens with that.
Well, if it's something small here, he'll take a hack.
That's up top for ball 4. So Joe Wilson takes his friendly trot down to first base. So with runners at first and second, that'll bring up second baseman number 24, right-hander, Nick Nabavi. Nick getting the sign here. I'm not sure what else it could be. We could bunt. I guess we could show a bunt. On deck is Derek Shaline, sophomore. So Wildcats again going senior here. Bottom of 4. A little bit of encouragement here. Nabavi's opened up his stance a little bit this year. That's kind of been his thing. That's been his change. A little bit more up top. We've talked about this. He does show the bunt. That'll go straight to the pitcher. Let's see if we have a chance. He's going to try to beat it out.
He's safe.
And he'll get the RBI as they move guys around. So nice work there. Small ball for the Cashion Wildcats. Will play to run, and that'll move it back up to an 8-6 lead for the Wildcats. This brings up sophomore Derek Shaline. How do we score that?
That's a sack bunt.
Sack bunt, okay.
And
Yeah, it's a sack bunt.
Does not hurt your batting average at all, but he had beaten that out at first base. So
Looked like he was safe from here.
Go our way, but.
So Derek on the day, Jinxie here, got a hit and run and a hit and run. So let's see if we can't keep that going. 3's the rule. Up top for ball 1-0, 1 out. Wildcats with Joey Wilson at third base. Plating a run already here.
See if we can have a big inning here. It'd be nice.
I'll take big innings every time. I think it'd be great. Again, a lot of runs already. 14 thus far through 3 1/3. Big hit. Shaline hits the short. That'll drive in a run. A little RBI. Let's see if he's there in time. One bounce.
No.
It'll be caught, and it'll be out number 2, but not after Joey Wilson comes in. So good work there by the sophomore, putting it in play. Wildcats extend that lead 9-6. 6-3.
Well, there's nobody on, so is this time for another Hunter Gibson solo?
Hey, 2 outs. Come out of your shoes right here, right?
I think so. Love to see that from Hunter. Again, 2 outs. Wildcats up 3 runs here, putting up 2. Stares at first pitch, strike. Again, Hunter on the day had a hit, which he also scored a run on in the first. Had a K in the third, which I think he had to release his shoes on. There's that outside low. That'll be ball 1. 1-1. Appreciate you guys joining us here on CWTV production of Cashion Wildcat Baseball. Big thanks to our awesome sponsors, just like Blue Ribbon Construction, Gateway Realty. In fact, they sold a house. You might even see it from the Smith family. Still on here running commercials. Swung on. And Hunter there chasing that one knows he didn't want that one. He wouldn't have done much with that ball.
No,
right?
You'd be lucky to get a single out of that for sure, but I know he pulled his head out too. So,
so give credit to Cade Johnson there, the Wellston Tiger lefty, drawing the strike. 1-2 here for Hunter Johnson, 2 outs. As we say, no one better here than the sophomore, number 14. Big hit, left field. That's going to drop for a single at least, as the left fielder is able to make the grab there. As Gavin Hull grabs that one, and that'll be a base hit single for our man, sophomore Hunter Gibson. And that'll bring up lefty Max Higdon. We were just talking about Max, and what did he do? He showed us we were right. Put one out there to the wall in right field.
Yep. Yeah, that was his first at bat. Got hit for last time, but he's back in there.
it's a good shot. We talked about, down low, couldn't do much with it, so that one was up. He just thought he'd drive right through it, just take the single and go.
Yeah, I'd like to see Max start working on the outer half of the plate. Inner half, he can handle it, but
right.
Outer half, and I don't know if that's what the conversation just was between pitcher and catcher there, but you throw him something inside, he's going to put the bat on it.
So the freshman with 2 outs, got a runner at first, lefty against lefty. That'll be outside for ball 1. Again, appreciate you guys joining us here on CWTV, Homer Television for the Cashion Wildcats. Windy but nice day. We'll take it. At least here in the press box, it's always a good day.
Oh, always.
We need as many home games as possible. That's outside for ball 2. Don't you dare call it, and he doesn't. So 2-0, 2 outs. On deck is Gavin Fippen. Gavin's having himself a day as well. Had a big hit for the Wildcats in the 3rd inning.
They're clearly trying to live outside on Max here, it looks like.
I think lefties see more outside pitches than anybody. So
inside, he drives that one right back at us. Free popcorn or soda for somebody. That'll fall in field to play off the net. That'll be strike 1. 2-1. Just missed that one. And it was an inside pitch that Max took to the wall, or at least to the warning track, I should say. Looks like some of those weeds got cleaned up a little, but not a whole lot. Maybe we'll have a work day. Maybe, Dirk, you'll go out there and spray and pick those bad boys up. It'll hit by pitch there. So as Cade Johnson was working the outside, what do we have? What's the call? Oh, okay. So
I think the coach is upset. That is the call.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was waving it back. I'm like, that definitely hit him. So with that, Coach Endicott will have a conversation. That might be it for my man Cade Johnson, as we've got a player trotting into right field. Looks like the left fielder will be coming in. That will be, it looks like Gavin Hull, number 9, will be coming in to pitch, as Cade Johnson will head back to the dugout. He may grab a glove. I'm not sure what's going on that side. But as Max Higdon hits to first base, we're sitting at bottom of 4. Wildcats have put up 3. Do you think we've seen the best of what the Tigers have been able to throw at us, or what do you
Who knows? But with the Monday game, I'm sure they've got several games scheduled too. I don't think we've seen their best arms.
When they say manager, it absolutely is the case for baseball, because you're literally trying to figure out from game to game who's going to pitch, who's got, in football, it's Ben Harmon. He's your quarterback. Right. Unless he's injured, he's your quarterback. But out here in baseball, figuring out lineups, who's hot, who's not, who had a fight with his girlfriend or whatever. Right. So it truly is a management perspective, and then game after game after game, having to figure out how to manage innings thrown, pitches. I know, Dirk, you have all the rules on all that stuff. I can't even keep track of it.
Well, I'm not too worried about what these guys are going to do. I'm really curious what we're going to do with our pitching this week, and adding Kingfisher to the schedule, and then and then adding Morrison, which I was really Morrison's ranked 9th, and
Yeah, those are two quality teams right there. Yeah.
they have played and Morrison has played a schedule. They've got 2 good arms came out of basketball, and
I mean, after Minko tomorrow, it's just
ready
to play.
Yeah, well, even Kingfisher, they're going to roll out a good team too. They always do.
Yeah, Kingfisher, they hate losing to us. I know that. So on the mound for the Wellston Tigers is number 12, Dakota Long, the shortstop. So we'll see him. He's got a pretty decent arm. And in the pen for the Wildcats, do we have a Joey Wilson sighting?
We do. He's down there warming up.
So he was. He's not there anymore, but he was out there. Looks like we'll have a little courtesy running as well as Zane Stimke will be coming back in.
He didn't warm up very long.
No, he didn't. It was like about 3 throws. That's about it. So what do you see here from Dakota Long for the Wellston Tigers? A little bit more velocity here with a right-hander.
Yep.
A little bit more. Shortstop, so you know he's got an arm.
Literally what Cook just said, velocity.
Definitely a big, over-the-top type guy. Not
Yeah, a little surprised.
It's definitely going to have that downward movement.
Yeah, normally shortstop doesn't have that kind of arm range. Normally it's a little bit shorter and middle infielder type, and typically a flat fastball, but he's right over the top. He's 12-6 probably with the curveball.
Speaking of Wellston, you know what I like about Wellston? 2 things, actually. That little
the barbecue
place,
right? I knew you're going there, aren't you?
Yeah.
I didn't know what you're talking about, but I'm listening.
There's a little barbecue stand right next to the on-cue there, right off the exit.
They've got a food truck.
It's fantastic.
Too.
Really?
And they do have a food truck, don't they?
They sure do.
Yeah, and I think it's award-winning. I'm not sure, but
it's award tasting, that's for sure.
So whenever, I don't mind. I'm not a big fan of Wellston's gym, per se. I'm just not a fan in basketball, but I absolutely love when we have basketball games there because
their baseball facility is fantastic over there.
What's that?
Their baseball facility is nice.
Their baseball facility, is it nice?
Yes.
We have never played there.
Yeah, we have. Well, it's been a while.
Not in the last 6 years I've been around. So.
Yeah, well, you haven't been around that long. You need to
6 years.
grow
I'm
up.
going to move in. I know. Anyway, so up to bat here is my man, senior Gavin Phippen, number 7, G-Phip, as I like to call him. I don't think Shelley likes me saying that, but
hey,
Gavin,
pitching change here. Let's be smart and see a pitch here.
Gavin having a fantastic day thus far. Had a nice solid hit in the first that was a ground out, but had a chance and had a big hit in the 3rd inning. So the right-hander left fielder up to bat here, taking on Dakota Long. Runner at 2 is Zane Stimke. At 1 is Max Higdon. I believe Zane Stimke is courtesy running. Is that who was on there? Who was on base for us? Is that Wyatt?
That is Wyatt.
My bad.
Wyatt Schmidt.
No, that's Zane Stimke.
He's running for Hunter.
Running for Hunter. Thank you. That was it. Looks like this.
Down low.
It was a little low, but
leave that down
inside.
there. Leave it down.
Again, Wildcats with 2 outs here. We've already put up, looks like 3 runs here in the, 2 runs, I apologize. No, 2 runs. 3 runs. 2 runs. We'll get it right. 1 run. Well, we've got runs.
That's unfortunate.
I was literally like, please drop the bat. So that one will go off the bat of Gavin Phippen. That's the second most unluckiest thing that could happen to you on a baseball field.
He was dropping it. Just it caught the very top of the barrel. That's just bad luck.
So you don't want double unlucky right there. They'll just fire him up here.
Better shorten up here.
So 1-2 count for Phippen. He'll take a check swing, and he'll call him out.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't know about that, fellas. I didn't see that.
Well, and that was all home plate's call because the guy in the field's not in the spot to be able to make that call. So that was all.
Well, I'm partial there, but I didn't see that.
So that'll end it for the Wildcats on the backwards K, supposedly. That'll be out number 3 as the Wildcats do strand a couple, but do plate 2 as the count moves to 9-6 here from Cashion, Oklahoma. On the mound, we do have a Joey Wilson sighting, so J-Dubs out on the mound, senior, 4-hole hitter for the Wildcats. And behind the plate, we've got another senior back is Nick Nabavi, as Derek Shaline will have to move to first to replace Joey Wilson. And I believe we do have some replacements. It looks like Carson Gump will move to 2. I thought maybe we might see Gavin Phippen at 2, but it'll be Carson Gump.
Well, this game's a little too uncomfortable for Coach here.
I agree.
So the Wildcats putting up 5 in the first, put up 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Lead 9-6 here as my man Dirk Fippen puts a little rush on the radio or on the speakers here.
Hey, that's DJ Frazee, not me.
Oh, is that
He's in
DJ
control.
Frazee? My bad. Daryl.
DJ Crazy Frazee.
Oh, I like that. You could get yourself a little Instagram, like, yeah. There you go. I love it, man.
Well, Drake went 46 pitches, if you're interested. 21 of those balls and 25 of those strikes. So
Yeah, he had, I believe, at least 3 strikeouts on the day. Gave up a few hits. So, again, the outfield will look the same. Gavin Fippen in left, Lagasse in center, Higdon in right. We've got Nabavi back at catcher with Joe Wilson going to the mound, and that'll move sophomore Derek Shaline to first, freshman Carson Gump to second, Cooper Frazee, your man, at the sophomore at short, and Ben Harmon at third, the senior. Up to bat here as we start the top of 5 will be 9-hole hitter number 20, Caden Bozeman, second baseman for the Tigers. Had a fielder's choice in the second and a strikeout in the third. Are you guys? I'm getting a little cold now.
I know. I'm thinking about putting the jacket on.
I'm putting the heater on in here.
it's supposed to be chilly and a chance of rain kind of later in this week with some storms. So
Can we have some spring
we'll
weather,
see how that
please?
plays out.
We had Easter. We already had a miserable weather Easter, so we got it over with.
I thought I saw 90 on Wednesday or something, so it's coming, maybe.
I will take the heat over cold any day. Any day. Any day.
I'm going to guess Coach Mounts Joey was probably not into playing today, but
No,
this game's a little too close for comfort. And
Can't lose this one.
Nope, don't want to lose this one. And it won't matter for the rankings. Today's the last day for the rankings,
There you
but
go.
still,
Yeah. All right, so Joe Wilson on the bump, first pitch up top for ball 1-0 here for the senior, going up against number 20, 9-hole hitter Caden Bozeman. Again, I am checking the weather. It looks delicious. 89 Wednesday, 85 Thursday, 84 Friday, 80 on Saturday with some rain. It'll be windy, though, of course.
Somebody told me it's, 89er days this weekend?
Yeah, April 22nd, baby.
Woo, woo,
woo. Little land run. I remember doing that at Monroe Elementary in Norman, Oklahoma. Of course, I was a Sooner. I was a kid that went out there and was competitive to go find the plot before everyone else. Some would say a cheater, but
Some would. You before me.
Hey, man. So I would hide in the barrel. That was my deal. I'd hide in the barrel, go out and take the plot from Mrs. Osmond's class. Yeah, it was the deal. 3-0 here for Joe Wilson. No outs here. Top of 5. Comes right back in. That'll be low, ball 4. So 4 straight balls for Joey. And that'll walk the 9-hole hitter, Caden Bozeman. And Nabavi will say, I don't like that ball. Let's switch that bad boy out. That'll bring up number 15, Tate McConnell, third baseman for the Wellston Tigers. Tate on the day had a strikeout in the first, had a walk and scored a run in the second, had a hit in the third, was left stranded.
I wonder if we went with Joey because, they bring their shortstop in. He looks like he's a little better pitcher. It's like they're actually going after this game.
Yeah.
So, it's like, okay, well, touche.
Yeah, it does get the fastball strike called there, so 0-1. So good comeback for Joey as he threw 4 straight balls to walk Caden Bozeman. Throw to 1 there, holding the runner there. Good job there by Derek. We were talking last time, Mike, if you were talking about how Joey and Derek have talked about slapping a little bit harder on that rake or that comeback with that glove.
Part of that just comes with wanting to be a little more aggressive as you get older, too. So I wonder part of this, I know Derek didn't run very hard down that line, and he's battling some shin splints. I wonder if Nick's getting back there right now, too, to kind of relieve Derek.
Teamwork.
Derek
yeah.
as well, so.
Yeah, teamwork. I love it.
Going both ways.
I love it. Big hit. Second base, Gump, right over his glove. Higdon with the glove out in right field. Almost gets it there. I thought he had the angle on it and just missed it. And so that'll be a base hit there for Tate McConnell. He's got back-to-back hits, and that'll bring up two-hole hitter number 23, Lane Culp. And we've talked about it. It's a close game, 9-6. Wouldn't expect this from a 4-11 Wellston Tiger team. Wildcats, again, ranked number 6 in 2A, have won the majority of their games by run rule. No wheel outside on the bunt move as Derek Schlein crashes and Gump covers 2. Obviously, with a runner at 2, Ben Harmon stays at home on any type of bunt coverage. 1-0 here for the Wildcats and Joey Wilson.
Nice to have a hard hit ground ball to third here.
Play at third, in time. Great job by Joe Wilson. Reddick came down, threw the fastball, got the bunt, and got the lead runner on the force at 3, and that'll be out number 1 as number 20, Caden Bozeman, trots off the field. So fielder choice for Lane Culp will bring up number 3, Ryan Gregg. Number 10, three-hole hitter Ryan Gregg.
I could have drawn it up and maybe just a little bit better if it had been hit hard to third, but either way, we get the lead off. We get the lead runner there for the first out.
It was a good call by Nick, telling him where to go with it. So
that one is swung on. That one will go foul. Ben Harmon tracks that one down. If it stayed anything fair, that would have been gobbled up. So that one will be strike 1. 0-1 here, 1 out for number 10, the righty Ryan Gregg. Ryan on the day has a backwards K in the first, a strikeout in the second, had a walk and scored a run in the fourth. See Joey.
Guys, Joe made that play look easy, but having to wheel around and throw a good, he's got to throw, he's got to make a good throw there and good hard throw.
And how you approach that ball just as your footwork when you pick it up.
You bet.
That makes that a whole lot easier.
Yeah, smash the ball when you pick it up, and Ben did a good job stretching out there.
Right.
Fastball, that one swung on. That's going to be popped up. Shalai Nabavi, looks like Nabavi will have a chance, and it's going to hit the net and fall right out of play for strike 2. 0-2 here on the foul ball. So good effort there by both Nabavi and Shalai tracking that one down here. And I think the wind has picked up a little bit, I'm telling you. So we can't escape it. And it does look like it's moving from east to west at least as I'm looking at the batting cage nets over there. Runners at first and second, 1 out, 0-2 count. Wildcats up 3 here, top of 5. Fastball swung on and strike 3.
Very nice.
Got him. That'll be Joe Wilson's first strikeout of the day. That'll be out number 2 against Ryan Gregg. That's his third strikeout. And that'll bring up number 25, 4-hole hitter Jacob Baker. If there's been a bright spot, he's been one of them here for the Wellston Tigers. He had a hit in the first, a hit in the second. He did strike out in the fourth. Drake Woody was able to get him. And so now he'll be
since that 4-pitch walk, he's come back with 7 strikes and 1 ball, so he's getting it figured out.
That's up top for ball
I
one.
Say that, and he comes back with the ball.
Dirk.
Yep, it's on me.
Jeez. Do you know how this works?
Just went down there in the bullpen and only threw three pitches. He needed a couple more to get in this game and get fully warmed up. So
I get the fastball there, get some swing, and as Jacob Barker was trying to hit that one deep. That'll be 1-1. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Wildcats in deep alignment here. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. Get some chasing that outside. So 1-2 here as Joe Wilson works ahead. Wildcats working to try to get out of this jam as Joe Wilson Sr. on the mound with 2 outs. It's right back. That one is above. Nabavi has a chance at 3. Double clutches it. Should have thrown it. He's going to get it from, he's just getting the deaths there from Mounts. So that's about it. So Nabavi had a chance. I'm not sure why he didn't throw it the first time. Good job there by Ben Harmon on the double clutch to scoop that one up as runners advance to second and third on the pass ball. So 2-2, 2 outs.
Well, that may be why he was thinking about it with 2 outs and 2 strikes here.
Okay, smarter than me.
No need to throw one into left field here with the 3-run lead.
Not Nabavi, trust your arm. Come on now. I'm right back. Right out the end of the bat for the first base coach. He could have caught that, I think. He had a chance at that one. Anyway, so that one will go foul. The count will stay 2-2 as Nabavi works back with the ball, changes it out.
Every time I look down there, I think Orioles.
Yep. I see it. It's a good look.
The jacket with the script across the front.
Little cursive there. It's a good look. Bobby with the glove outside saves the runner at third. So good work there by the senior catcher as he knees himself back over across the plate. Full count. You know, Bill Gates said, what kind of guys should you hire? And I'll tell you here in a second.
Athletes.
I'll tell you here in a second. Full count. Wilson gets him. Foul tip caught.
Nice
Strike
job
three.
on Nick
Yes,
catching the ball.
sir. Joey Wilson ends that one with back-to-back Ks, out number 3, and actually gets a bagel. Holds the Wellston Tigers scoreless in their first inning of the game. Wildcats will move to top or bottom of 5, up 9-6. I'll give you that Bill Gates story when we come back right after this.
In banking technology combined with a personal down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank. Small town banking. The way it should be. Member FDIC.
Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that modern women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this because you have us.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody, and I want to help you or a loved one navigate your way through understanding Medicare. It's hard getting questions answered when you don't know who to call or trust. I am local and appointed with all the insurance carriers in Oklahoma. You can trust me to help you apply for Medicare, make the right decisions based on your current financial and healthcare needs, and feel confident about your future. Act quickly. Annual enrollment period is October 15th to December 7th. Call Stephanie Woody, that's me, at 405-830-4966 to set up an appointment.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs.
All right, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field, Cashion, Oklahoma. Cashion Wildcat Baseball and Homer Television bringing you today's action as the Wildcats taking on the Wellston Tigers, up 9-6 as we move to bottom of 5. Ben Harmon lead off the Wildcats here at bottom of 5. Cashion getting that defensive stop that they needed. Wellston Tigers scoring 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. Finally get the bagel in the fifth here and trying to add to that lead. As Ben Harmon and the Wildcats up to bat, it'll be Harmon, Frazee, Lagasse. And do we have a new pitcher? We do not, as number 12, Dakota Long, stays out there, the right-hander. Dakota giving up 2 in the fourth. So let's see what the Wildcats will do here. Actually, did he come in to hold this off? I think he may have. I think he may have in replacement of Cade Johnson. So Ben Harmon, good vibes only for my man. Shows bunt. I like it. We'll take first pitch strike. And I like what Mounts is doing there. You know,
why not? I mean, that's all Ben's call right there. I'm sure.
So,
do something to get yourself going. You know, try something, change something. Ben was smoking hot to start the season, smoking hot, and then he took that ball to the helmet up at MO, and since then, really the bat's cooled off and
just a little bit.
But yeah, I mean he's hit some balls, but whatever it takes to get going.
Heck yeah! So 0-2 here, falls back. Getting lead off here, the bottom of 5. Harmon facing off. Big hit.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That ball's got a chance, maybe with the wind. It's going to hold it up.
And the wind will hold it up. Yeah, unfortunately, left. It was well struck, and that should help with his confidence, right? Finding that fastball, puts it out there. So that'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Cooper Frazee on the fly out to left field, fly out to 7, out number 1. Frazee shortstop with a walk and a run in the first, a hit and a run in the second. Had a fly out to center field in the third. And that'll see if Cooper can get on base here with Landon Lagasse on deck. I know you're dying for that Bill Gates story here. I'm going to give it to you here in a second. That's what they call a tease.
I'm over here just on pins and needles.
All right, so here's the deal. So Bill Gates, they asked him, what kind of guy would you hire? what kind of person would you hire? And he said, I would hire the laziest person I could find. And they asked him why. And they basically said the laziest person is going to be someone that can do it in the least amount of steps. Big hit, third base. And so whenever I think of my boy Nick Nabavi, some may say lazy. I'll just say he's efficient. He just does what it takes to get whatever job needs to be done and the least amount of effort. So I'm not a big fan of Bill Gates, but that's one thing that you can definitely count on him is that one quote. So 1-1 here for Frazee. Wisely lays off of that outside low pitch and moves the count to 2-1 with 1 out. Wildcats again up 3 runs here in the bottom of 5. We turn on the heater here in the press box. I'm hoping it gets turned up here. I got to run to the car to get a coat. Stares at, oh my goodness. I must have had a break in there somehow. So that'll be called strike there against Cooper. That'll move the count to 2-2.
Have to move to the front of the box for that.
Yep. Outside for ball 3. That's full count here for the sophomore. Right-hander, shortstop. And definitely love the fact Cooper definitely loves. I love toes on the chalk, and that's my man Cooper Frazee. Again, full count. Will crowd that plate, make you come to him, and he does. That's going to be a big hit. That's going to be a fly ball short to left center. Center fielder is able to get that one. That'll be out number 2 for the Wildcats here as Landon Gas trots the box. So back-to-back fly balls to left side of the field here. Wildcats looking for something, and give credit to Duncan Long. He's able to manufacture outs here for the Wellston Tigers. On deck is Joey Wilson. Wins drops it. He better not call it, and he does. Goodness. It's a lot of good movement there, so count goes to 0-1 for Legas. I think we all expected a ball call on that one. So 2 outs. Legas trying to get a little 2-out rally here, bottom of 5. He'll take a hack. That one will be a base hit as it hits off the end of the bat. It sounded funny there. Drops right over the shortstop's head into the grass, and Wildcats are dealing here with Landon Gas up the bat, bringing up Joey Wilson.
It just tells you how strong Landon is. He gets fisted there again and just puts it over the shortstop's head. Just, no big deal.
So Joey Wilson up to bat. Wilson also pitching right now. Joey with a 2-run home run in the first, a sacrifice fly in the second.
He's hit the ball hard today.
What's that?
He's hit the ball well today.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't expect anything less with this at bat.
So Legas with a decent lead at first. No working back. He'll get hit in the buttocks. That's a
Forrest Gump reference.
No, Forrest Gump. Yeah, good old Forrest Gump. That's a ridiculous movie. So Coach Mounts was saying, hey, what happened here, this and that? Tell me what he's talking about, Dirk.
I don't know what he saw. I didn't see
Bach? You saying Bach?
I think he's saying if he's going to go that way, he's got to step off the back first.
Okay.
And he's not. He's moving that front foot all the way that way before he's ever coming off.
And you have 45 degrees towards first base, is that correct?
No, only for the lefty.
Oh, there.
To third base for him. If he can do 45 degrees from right there, then he is.
A little twisty twist.
Then he's more limber than Joe.
That one will come off the glove. Legas will easily make it to second base on that pass ball off catcher Jacob Baker's glove. Good hustle there by the catcher. That's a tough go. That kid's built like a catcher, I can tell you that much. Oh, yeah. Coach Mounts likes him that way. That's why I keep telling Nathan he's got to hit the weight room. Got to eat some snickerdoodles. Pasta and snickerdoodles. All right, so runner at 2 outs. Base hit will bring in Legas for sure. Again, 1-0 count here for Joe Wilson, the senior. Working against Dakota Long. Fastball strike, and Legas showing the speed.
Well, pitcher
what a jump. Literally, it was a blur.
Pitcher never looked. Pitcher never looked, and it's an easy steal for that kid with his wheels.
So good take there by Joe. 1-1. 2 outs. Runner at third base here. Chopper. That one's going to go foul. Trying to force that one down the left side. Probably should have let that one carry to the right side, but Joe will get the strike. It'll be 1-2 here with 2 outs. Nick Nabavi on deck. Up top, Good take there by Joe. Not chasing that one. 2-2.
Dugout acting like they wanted to wear that thing high and in. We've seen that already. We're still recovering from that. So
Yeah, no, sir. No, sir. 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the delivery. That'll drop in. Woof, woof. Wow. Woof. Well, based on previous calls, he should have been rung up, but thankfully, Joey Wilson did right. Baseball gods treating him well. So 3-2 full count here for my man Joe. Runner at third is Landon Lagasse. Base hit. Will be a run. He staves that one off.
Hello, dugout.
Into the dugout. Preston Cotter says, whoa. Says, watch the knee.
You guys want me to take one up and in.
Yeah.
There you go. Have some action yourself.
Yeah, good old dugout there. Thankfully, Preston Cotter's over there hanging out. He could have mended him up, put some KT tape on there or whatever. Keto tape. What is that called? Keto? Keno? KT. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. We got straps at the house. Nathan likes to wear that stuff to look good.
Is that
yeah,
right?
He does.
That's the kinesi tape?
Yeah, kinesiology tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I bet you're a big fan of that tape, aren't you, Dirk? All right, so Wildcats, again, hanging tight. Little 2-out rally as Landon Lagasse was able to get on base. A little single, able to steal second and third, pass ball, and a stolen base to get him to third base. Joe Wilson up to bat here. The Wildcats up 3 runs here. Up top for ball 4.
It's a good job by Joe there.
So Joe Wilson working from behind, gets the walk. And that'll bring up catcher Nick Nabavi, the senior, number 24. Nick on the day with a hit in the first, was able to score in a run, had a line out to the shortstop in the second, had a sacrifice bunt in the fourth, scored a run. He'll check his business there as Nabavi will come up to plate. Good old catchers.
KT tape. I think I'll just use duct tape.
Duct tape.
No,
it's not as pretty. It's not as pretty. It's got the colors.
Tape fixes everything.
Yeah. I agree with you. Joe Wilson at first, Lagasse at third. Runners on the corners for the Wildcats. Nabavi will stare at first pitch. Strike as Joe Wilson finally gets his way. He'll get a little bit of rubber pellets in and around the gloves. He'll scrape them off. Says, hey, I'm at second. And we say, good job, Joe.
A little delay steal there.
It was. I'm not sure what happened there, but count does move to 0-1 as Nabavi takes first pitch strike, 2 outs. Fastball outside corner should be strike 2. It is. Didn't want it. They say nacho pitch. What do the softball girls say? Nacho pitch, nacho peach, nacho peach. Yeah. Softball way better than baseball. Did I say that out loud? 0-2 for Nabavi. Base hit will definitely score Lagasse. It's going to be dropped, and it will be shortstop gets him again. I would have liked Joey Wilson to get in front of the shortstop.
He was trying. He was trying.
So that'll be out number 3. Wildcats held scoreless there as we move to – actually, were they? No. Yep, held scoreless.
Yeah, bottom of 6, right?
So as we move to top of 6.
Top of 7, I mean.
It's 9-6. Wildcats up 3. We'll be right back right after this.
These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, welcome back, Cashion Wildcats TV. I got a mouthful of Cliff Bar, so I'm going to let my man Mike Shaline take it from there.
No problem. Hey, Joey's still on the mound. So, defensive alignment out there. You got Shaline at first, Gump at second, Frazee at short, Ben Harmon at third, Nabavi behind the plate. Joey's still on the hill.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that.
Problem.
Mike does a fantastic job with us. He's been a godsend and definitely keeping things sane between Dirk and I. I think half the time Dirk and I would get in a fist fight, but Mike calms us. He's our neutral guy.
I just take wagers either way, so it's okay.
All right. Joey Wilson on the mound comes back in, hit by pitch as number 12, Dakota Long. Lead off there for the Wellston Tigers and Coach Endicott. So that'll bring up number 14, Abram Johnson, first baseman. Abram on the day had a hit and a run in the second inning. I believe he had a walk in the third, and I can't remember what happened in the fourth. He had something else in the fourth. It's been a mess, my scorecard. I apologize for all those fine folks at Wellston who might be watching. Wilson comes right back. Fastball. Did he get the call? He does. Yes, sir. Gets the finger point. I love the move there by our home plate umpire. So 0-1 here for Wilson, getting ahead against number 14, right-hander Abram Johnson. Again, Wellston lead off on base, a hit by pitch. Shows the bunt. Nabavi.
No, we did not touch that. He didn't touch that.
So umpire on the bunts, Nabavi comes out to get after it. It did hit something funny. So to
it had spin on it.
It either had spin on it or hit the bat. If it hit the bat, it's out.
So
it's out.
I thought maybe it hit the bat.
I thought it hit the bat, and he should be out.
And so, but the umpire, home plate, so they're going to appeal, which is right. So I don't know if the field umpires saw anything, but
there's not a catcher in the world that has that hit him and just stands there and doesn't go get that ball, though.
So the ruling is that it went off of the catcher Nick Nabavi in some form or fashion. It went out, but still, since it was touched fair outside the box and off the plate, that's the runner does advance. So if it stands, they're going to say it stands. So I'd love to hear the conversation with Nick at home on what happened there. We were shielded here, but it just looked way too funny.
No, from right here, I can see it. Nick reached down to he reached down to get it, and the ball took off that way. It either hit the bat or it had a ton of English on it. I don't think he touched it.
So with no outs, runners at first and second brings up lefty number 9.
Yeah, tying runs at the plate.
Gavin Hull, left fielder, pop, and walk. Bunts on, and that'll be outside for ball 1. So Wildcats, another tough call by the same plate ump here in Cashion. We had a tough one that we wanted to say, is this going to come back to bite us? As Derek Shaline had a 2-run master slap hit down third base line, called back foul. That one's down the left side of the plate there for strike 1. Again, Coach Endicott doing all he can to manufacture as many runs. He's got guys running today, too. Again, they've gotten 6 runs on the day. They've stranded several. Nabavi trying to work that frame. Not good enough there. As Wilson leads that one outside a little bit. Count moves to 2-1. No outs.
Really important, and Joe's done it already, for him to sprint off the mound here. Holding, with Ben having to stay at third for that throw.
That one's dropped down. Joe will have a chance to go to 1. That hits the runner. Well, they'll play. Now someone will come home. And Nabavi will glove that one, and that'll be a base run there for the Wellston Tigers on a well-executed bunt down the third base line.
That was an excellent bunt. I mean, you only have one play. He wasn't going to be able to make a throw to third. That's all you had.
So 2 consecutive bunts after a hit by pitch. Dakota Long comes in and scores the run, moves the score to 9-7. Leading run, right-hander at plate potential is number 22, Colton Cook, who had Kate Johnson hitting for him.
This game got very interesting real fast.
So with no outs, top of 6, another bunt show here. Throw to 2. Cooper Frazee looking for the dig, does make the catch, gets tripped up a little bit as Dakota, is that Abram? It is, I believe it is Abram Johnson comes back in and hits Cooper Frazee, trying to get back to second base.
Showing a little small ball again.
Wilson will go outside for ball 2.
Kind of wonder if you'll see Lagasse sneak in behind this guy at second base down there, get a throw back down.
Chase that one and tip. This time, a nice adjustment there by Coach Mounts. He actually is giving up the second base as Lane Lagasse comes in to cover second base on that bunt. Cooper Frazee sprinting towards third as Ben Harmon comes up to field that bunt. But that one goes foul tip off, 2-1. So we'll have a little time here as Nabavi gets some instruction from Coach Mounts, heads back to the plate to walk through the coverage here on the attempted bunt by number 22, Colton Cook. Colton on the day has a walk and a run, a K, and a fly out to center field in the 4th inning.
The runner at second's getting so far off that it's almost scary to throw back behind him. He'll just take off for third, so you kind of watch and see if he's baiting him or.
Well, you just run right at him at that point.
Right, absolutely.
Pitch. Doesn't pull back. That should be strike 2. It is. Good call there by the plane up. 2-2 here for Joe Wilson, so bunt is off unless you just want to roll the dice here with Colton Cook. Runners at first and second, no out. Wildcats looking to maybe turn that double play on a grounder here with Cooper Frazee at short.
Well, whatever we do, we need to ensure we get an out somewhere. Preferably a ball hit right back to Joe would be nice.
Oh, nice.
Or a line drive to Ben would be even better.
Up top, pass ball, short fence, no throw as the force is off now as runners advance on the wild pitch by Joey Wilson.
Oh, there was a slide in at third without a throw and really cleated Ben real hard. And Coach Mounts taking, he's not liking that at all.
So Coach Mounts will have a conversation as Ben Harmon will pick himself up. I don't think he's going to talk to the coaches, but or the umpires. So as Coach Mounts has a conversation, runners at second and third, full count here for Joey Wilson, and I don't see anyone on in the pen for the Wildcats. Coach Mounts again doing his work just to break up a little bit of the mojo, the vibe.
Right.
Well, I think he's a little bit irritated about the slide there.
Yeah.
Slide wasn't necessary.
Either to the coach or the kid, one of the two.
So full count, runners at second and third. Fastball should be strike 3, and it is. And that'll be out number 2 as Joey Wilson.
Big pitch there. It's a huge pitch.
Much needed right there for sure.
So I apologize, just out number 1. My apologies.
Yeah, that's one.
I'd really like to see the outfield come in just a bit here. I don't know.
Well, Lagasse is up a little bit.
Right.
Bunt on. He'll slap that one foul as he was working the right side, trying to get that squeeze to home. So Caden Bozeman, 9-hole hitter, second baseman, fielder's choice in the second, strikeout in the third, and a walk in the fifth. Up to bat, gets down 0-1 here, 1 out. Tying run at second base here for the Wellston Tigers. Shows bunt. Gets that.
That's a strike. Come on.
Wow, Wildcats getting squeezed on that pitch. So very close. And umpire has been pretty generous with that outside corner last couple of games. So that'll move the count to 1-1 there on the ball. I'd say just come right back at him. It'll be inside for ball 2. Joey Wilson didn't like that call. I could tell by his.
It looked good from right here where I'm sitting.
Huh?
Looked like a strike from right here where I'm sitting.
If you're not going to give the other one, you got to give that one.
And that'll move the count. Ball 3, 3-1. As Coach Endicott and the Tigers have bunted successfully. 6-hole, 7-hole, 8-hole came on. Actually tried to bunt, struck out. And that'll be ball 4. So they'll load the bases here. And that'll bring up Tate McConnell, leadoff. Tate on the day has a backwards K in the first, a walk in the second. Has a hit in the third and a hit in the fifth. And that's just, I believe, the second walk given up by Joey today.
Yeah, corners are in and middle infield's playing for the double play here, but just got to get it out somewhere. Know what you're doing.
Oh, get him.
There's one.
Got him. Absolutely great move by Joey Wilson. Ben Harmon, have a seat. Mr. Johnson, that'll be out number 2 on the pick play to third.
Looks like Ben Harmon gets the final say in that encounter over there at third base. So.
I love it. So with 2 outs, runners at first and second here.
Yeah, their third base coach, their head coach, is not happy about that.
That's a chopper. Wilson.
Just eat it.
Flip backhand. It's in time. Count it. Yes, sir. Joey Wilson on the chase down. Backhand flip. Only thing that he could do. Gets the lead runner, and that'll be out number 3 on the fielder's choice. And the Wildcats somehow only give up 1 as we move to top of 6, or bottom of 6. So hang tight. We'll be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
That was a phenomenal.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while writing business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require
All right, welcome back. Bottom of 6. We got a ball game, folks. Thanks for joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. Wellston Tigers coming to town and saying, we don't care about your number 6 ranking, Cashion Wildcats. We don't care about playing your palatial palace of a baseball high school facility. We're going to come here to play, and they have. Come in and scored 7 runs here through 6 innings. The Wildcats up 9-7, up 2 runs as we move to bottom of 6. Got 6 outs left for the Wildcats here. And speaking of 6, number 6, Jackson Miller, senior. In essence, what do we call this? Pinch hitting? Pinch hitting for Derek Shaline. Derek on the day has been fantastic. Had a hit in the first, had a hit in the third. Did have a 6-3 put out there in the fourth. 2 for 3 on the day. But Jackson, the senior, coming in. Looks like Coach Mounts feels like he's got something here with the lineup. And
well, he can't hit for Max because Max has already been sub 4 once.
There you go. That's
he's going to get him in.
That's the deal. Yeah, I can't imagine coming in for Gibson or Fippen in those situations. So there you go. So you guys are all the rules guys and all the switchers and inner-outers and onesie-twosies and whatchamagallets and, hey, what you got to do. So
all that stuff.
All that stuff.
Can only re-enter once. That's pretty
softball twice, though.
Right.
I do know that. Miller stares at first pitch up top for ball one. So again, the senior, Jackson Miller, hampered with a terrible ankle, busted foot, basically a broken foot in essence. Injured in the Morrison scrimmage, I believe, a while back. 1-0. Inside and up top for ball two, 2-0. On deck for the Wildcats is sophomore Hunter Gibson. A little Gibby action there on the deck on the lapel. Fastball, that'll be fastball strike. So 2-1. Good take there by the senior. And up top. And we've seen Miller put it in play.
When he's had his opportunities, he's going to put the bat on if he gets something to hit.
Some of the situations because of his foot, he's been hobbled trying to beat out throws, but he's touched grass out there. 2-1 or 3-1 it should be, right?
It is 31.
3-1. Inside pitch swung on. That's foul ball, and that just goes out. It's going to hit.
He's got himself in the same count he was at the Okarche game, and he popped one out and popped out. Let's see if he can square one up here and get on base here.
So full count for Miller, a senior right-hander. A little pinch hitting. Yeah, it is full count. Inside fastball called strike, punched out looking. So Jackson Miller will be out number one here, hitting for Shaline. And that'll be out one. That'll bring up Hunter Gibson, DH for the Wildcats. Hunter on the day has a hit and scored a run in the first. Had a strikeout in the third. Came back with a nice hit to left field in the fourth inning. Right-hander.
How do you think that the ump can actually see the full plate from his angle he's at?
Hunter stares at first pitch strike, 0-1.
See him hit something hard. Get some excitement going for these kids.
Inside backstop. I would say wear it. Nobody wants to wear it.
Well, the umpire wore it.
It wasn't a breaking ball. It wasn't anything off speed.
Blue wore it.
Yeah,
right off his foot.
The Hunter's the loudest person over there about wear it in the dugout. So he's just getting a dose of his own medicine. So.
Hit to third, gloved in and out. Does he have enough to beat out the throw? Yeah, so give credit to the third baseman there, Tate McConnell, with the bobble. Well-struck ball, is able to get Hunter. I thought Ty goes to runners, not today. So Hunter Gibson will be out number two, and that'll bring up lefty freshman Max Higdon here with a 2-out rally, bottom of 6.
Got to get something going. Hunter kind of took his peek in there to see what was going on with the third baseman. Maybe just a little more dig, maybe you get it. So.
Oof. All right, so I've yet to understand our plate ump's zone, but we'll take the ball there. So 1-0 here for Max Higdon. The lefty had a big hit.
Well, they're setting up outside, trying to live there.
And
same pitch.
Strike there. So Higdon with the hit in the first, reached on error in the third, had a hit by pitch in the fourth. So been on base, and actually all 3 times, and scored a run in the third. 1-1 count here, 2 outs. Little 2-out rally for the Wildcats. Big hit, and I'll go right to the first baseman. Well struck, and that's been the Wildcats' day. It's either find a spot or hit right to somebody standing in the infield. So line drive out number 3 as we move to top of 7. Wildcats hanging on to a 2-run lead, 9-7. Be right back right after this.
An online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats!
All right, welcome back. Top of 7. This is it. Last 3 outs here for the Wellston Tigers. They got to score 2 at least to bring it to Cashion Wildcats. Joey Wilson out on the plate for the Wildcats. First pitch, ball 1 against number 23, number 2 holder Lane Culp. For the Tigers, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 here to try to get at least the tie, if not take the lead, to push this into the bottom of 7. Fastball swung on. Got a little video here from Mrs. Nabavi on the what they thought was a catcher's touch on the bunt, and it was not. It wasn't even close. But nonetheless, that's the beauty of Cashion Wildcat TV. Feast or famine, make it crazy.
I'm crazy then.
Yeah. So the ball inside for 2-1. For Joe Wilson against number 23, Lane Culp, who has a walk and a run, a hit, fielder's choice, and another fielder's choice in the 5th inning. 5th at bat for the center fielder. Swung on miss, so that'll move the count.
Fill it up, senior.
2-2.
Said just fill it up, senior.
On deck is number 10, 3-hole hitter Ryan Gregg, starting pitcher here for the Tigers. Trying to get that outside. Move the count to full.
Well, tying runs on deck. Let's just get this kid throw strike here. That'll do it.
There it is. Chopper, Frazee charges, glove, throw, in time. It's an absolute bullet. Missile train from Cooper Frazee, and now it's out number 1. So great job there by the sophomore. Into the sophomore at first base, Derek Shaline. And we've got out 1.
I feel like we went like 6 innings in between ground balls there. So,
well, we had a lot of bunts there, so felt like it. So that'll bring up Ryan Gregg, number 10, starting pitcher for the Tigers. The Tigers.
Joe was trying hard to get a glove on that, and I'm kind of glad he did because.
Yeah, it would have messed it up.
Yeah, something bad could have happened there. And
first pitch swung on, missed there by Ryan Gregg. Ryan on the day has a backwards K first, K in the 2nd, a walk and a run in the 4th, and a K in the 5th. So, again, 0 for 3 on the day. That should be there. It is. Love our ump there, 1 and 2. Is it 0 and 2?
I got 0 and 2.
0 and 2. Yeah, these scoreboard people. All right. So, again, top of 7. Get that outside corner, not there. So 1 and 2. Again, appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV, home of the Cashion Wildcats and Homer Television. It's been a great season thus far. The Wildcats 16-3, looking to move to 17-3. Need 2 more outs. Ooh, hung that one up there. That was hacked at. Healthy. Joe, little change up or breaking ball up top. I know, keep the count here, 1 and 2.
We got 1 and 2. Scoreboard's got full count. Now we're going to reset it all.
It's
now
still
we got 2 trees, so.
Yeah, we'll get it right. As long as you guys stay with us, we get you guys going. You just push a little button. 1-2, pitch underway. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Around the horn it goes, and that's out number 2. Joey
good job on Nick catching that ball. That ball was foul tipped. And
That's his second foul tip then?
Yeah,
all right. So
it's a good job by Nick.
I don't care how it happens. So that'll bring up 4-hole hitter Jacob Baker, number 25, catcher, right-hander, hit K&K. That's hit to Cooper Frazee. Is this it? Glove, throw, in time, out number 3, and that's ball game. Your Cashion Wildcats victorious, 6-3 put out for out number 3 as the Wildcats move to 17-3 with a 9-7 victory over the visiting Tigers. Well, hey, that was kind of a boring end to what was actually a pretty interesting game.
For sure.
That makes it too bad.
Well, another W. We'll take it any way we can get it.
All right, so the Cashion Wildcats, again, number 6 in Class 2A. We believe that's the last and final rankings we believe we'll probably see. We still haven't seen them as district pairings have been put out. Shake hands with the Wellston Tigers and give credit to Coach Endicott, 4-11 on the year. Coming out, playing some good baseball, aggressive base running, small ball, big hits.
Well, we throw the 2 young guys at them, and, we talked about pitching, surviving this week, and that's all that this game was tonight, just survive, just do enough to win, frankly, and still got 3 tough games. Well, yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
So I have no idea about Minko, but I obviously with Kingfisher and Morrison, we're going to see some quality baseball at the end of the week. So it's just important to get a win and just keep winning whatever we got to do. And Joe comes in and struggled a little bit. Struggled just a little bit right out of the gate, and then settled down to a bunch of strikes and got some balls hit on the ground, and kind of got a funky call there with the
bunt.
With the bunt
Spin,
that was clearly a foul ball, but sometimes that happens. But good teams overcome that, and we did.
Well, we play tomorrow. I'm still preaching chemistry. And when you think of how the Ampo game was played and how Carchi was played and how this game was played, I just
No
don't
panic.
feel like we're not getting any momentum. So I'd really like to see maybe something work in that favor tomorrow. So
yeah, but the one thing about this group of players, and we've seen them in that comeback win against Okarchi, right, is this idea that
well, we're pulling the bags, fellas. I don't think we're going to play a JV game.
Yeah. Oh, they're pulling it. So it's just the idea that this team just kind of figures out how to win and so they just kind of go through it. It's what we saw in football.
No panic.
We saw in basketball. They're like, we're going to win this game. And you're like, come on.
I know.
And it just, they're like, okay, we'll just figure out what we need to do here. And they win the game. So,
well, 9-7 game, but it's a W in the books, and that's what matters, right?
Yep.
17-3.
All right. So Wildcats, as Mike was alluding to earlier, will be playing tomorrow at Minko, Tuesday 4:30 p.m. at Minko. I think we're going to have.
I can be there.
Mike will be there at least at minimum. I'll be hustling to get over there, Dirk.
You guys will be flying without me tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not going to make that one.
So it'll be either the Mike solo show or Mike and Nima, M&N. So we'll have that, and then Thursday we've got that big game against Kingfisher at Kingfisher on Thursday. They don't ever want to come visit us. I don't know why not. We have a beautiful stadium here.
Well, I think Coach set that up here at the end of the year, and probably don't have a choice.
Yeah, but we played there last year. Why don't you come to our place? We got the turf field. Come on, use your tennis shoes. Anyway, so we'll have Kingfisher on Thursday, and a last-second pickup will be Friday at 5 p.m. back home against the number 9th or 10th ranked?
Number 9.
9th ranked Morrison Wildcats.
They're a quality team.
Oh, absolutely. We saw them earlier in the year. So, again, Wildcats 1-0 on the week. And we've got a Maxon sighting over here. Hello. Handshakes. And so with that, Dirk, before we hand it over to Mike and to break it down, any last thoughts here on the game and as we think about Minko tomorrow night?
No, just survive this one with your – no, we didn't throw any arms.
Right.
So, we're going to probably have to do that later in the week. So – Probably going to see about 10 or 11 kids throw this week, which that's okay. That's okay. Do whatever it takes and work on some things, get better. We'll see what happens, but still curious about the rankings. I'm very curious about that and see if we did drop a spot or two, which, as far as how the regionals shake out, that could mean a lot. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And they're supposed to be out today. I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, I have to believe, again, if we have district seedings, it's done.
Well,
that's my kind of thought.
But
it said
today is the last day. I mean, even the manual talks about that. Coach was looking for them. A and B came out. Right. Came out Monday. Their districts came out. Their districts came out. So, I don't know. We'll see, but it's important for. Hey, if we stay at 6, fantastic.
I mean, for nobody to move though. I went down all the way through 12, and not a single person moved.
Yeah. I'm telling you that.
But even if they didn't, even if there's no changes, they need to post them.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I would love to see the votes. If Cashion did drop, or if something funky happened, I'd love to see who voted for who to see what happened.
If we did, we might have dropped one spot because, that's a quality. I mean, if there's such a thing, that's a quality loss to AMPO. They're ranked 5th.
Oh yeah, I don't. I don't see it. Well, so for that, with that in mind, before we break down the final call, Mike, from your end.
Hey, just. Chemistry. Didn't use a bunch of arms, so hopefully when we get our guys on the hill that generally eat up those innings, it'll set the tone early. Hopefully we get the bats going and everything works in a positive manner. So hopefully.
Keep it on track. So winning pitcher for tonight is sophomore Creed Kastner. Creed comes in. Drake Woody comes
Creed's
in. Creed's
3-0 this year.
As our man Joey Wilson. Does Joey get the save since he was the last guy out?
What was
He gets the save.
What was the score when Drake went out?
We still had the lead. We never lost the lead. So
I think Drake probably gets the win and Joey gets the save. I'd have to look at that.
We never relinquished the. We never relinquished. It was 6-4, 7-5, 7-5.
I don't know if Creed went long enough to get that win. That's probably Drake with the win. Okay. That's probably right, Mike. And then
all right,
and then Joe with the save there.
We'll figure that out. But
actually, Joe went 3 innings, didn't he?
Yep.
Joe might have the win. Joe might have the win.
Where were we when we scored the 8th run?
Yeah.
Who was on the hill? So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, ma'am. All right. Got my keys. So that's my side. I got my keys to my car, so I'm ready to leave. But we appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV, where the Wildcats victorious, hanging on that number 6 ranking thus far right now, hoping to stay in that 6th spot. I'd like to see 5 or 6 for the Wildcats. I'm not sure if that's going to be a possibility in 2A as we approach the basically the last rankings going into district seeding. So Wildcats move to 17-3. Wildcats on the road tomorrow at Minco, 5 p.m. first pitch on the road. Make sure that you join us. Mike, for sure, at least will be out there. So for all of us here, we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's a great day to be a Wildcat, as Sammy Jackson would say. Go Cats.
All we do is win.
Go Cats, and God bless.